leaving. I was done once somebody was on the stand, lying under oath. No. I was like, yeah, I'm out. Because I already knew they were continuing it at that point. Nope, I just started. You haven't missed nothing. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, I barely see it. Some of them don't show up, but thank you so much. I appreciate it. I missed a little bit of the morning. I didn't even know I was going to go today. I didn't plan on going. But a couple people came into town that brought stuff. You know, like somebody said they had a gift for When I Lost Chance that they wanted to give me. And then somebody else was bringing in donations for like children and families. Hold on. Children and families that might need clothes and stuff. So I didn't want to just like not go. And I had a opening today, oddly. So I went once I had some time. But court was supposed to start at 9. It ended up starting much later than that. But hey, but it was crazy. It was wild. And yes, when I walked in, she did look at her lawyer and say, oh, Tiffany's here. There's Tiffany. It's Tiffany. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm just looking at her like, okay, and weird. But God, there was just so much. I wish one of the people that were there with me could like help me with the not forgetting anything. Thank you. And then right when we had already decided, well, they had already decided they were calling a recess, and then all of a sudden she's over here fucking freaking out that I'm standing there and my sugar is low. I need to go get something to eat. Blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, whatever. No, I feel like she didn't want me to hear what her witness had to say, who her lawyer tried to make a professional expert witness who is not licensed, mind you. Okay, that part pissed me off more than anything. Okay, this was right. Yes, the therapist. Yep, the therapist. I got a lot to fucking say about that shit. But during recess, around that break, we went and got lunch. Zenial and her man, and they went back to the courtroom. We were walking around or whatever, and I was finishing my meal because I gotta eat. I'm skinny, but I gotta eat. Who was he? Yeah. So they went back in. On my way back to the courtroom after the recess, guess who I ran into downstairs? Just guess. All I heard is, are you recording a video? And I'm like, I know they ain't talking to me. I just kept walking. But no, I did see Mimi though. No, Michael, her other attorney that Kaylee got for her was downstairs, and I turned around and I'm like, oh Lord. He's like, what are you doing here? I'm like, I'm upstairs with your previous client. You should come in and maybe sit down with me, because she was already freaking out that I was there. He's like, I can't do that. That'll cost too much. But he's like, good luck. And I guess him and Columbo were laughing at the lawyer that she hired. And I'm like, I'm hoping this isn't going to be an all day thing. He's like, good luck with that one. And he wasn't wrong. He wasn't wrong, because that man, oh my God. Oh my God. Zenial did amazing. He tried so hard to get her to accept that the color blue was some kind of attack on her. Yeah, Zaddy. I know, and I'm like, thank you so much. I was like, when are you gonna go live with me? Because he's supposed to be going live, by the way. Eventually. And he said whenever I go get coffee. So I guess I'm going to have to go get coffee. I don't fucking know. But I've been not wanting to go there. But I will. So, all right. A couple things. Wait, hold on. I just seen something. Fuck, they're going by so fast. I'm sorry. Who just said something about Feisty? What? Hey. I seen the name Feisty. I just scrolled right by. Oh, there you are. He looks better in person, you know, he does, but he is supposed to be going live eventually. I guess I have to go get coffee, probably for a recap or training. I don't know, but All right. I don't know. This whole day was fucking nuts. Absolutely insane. I was not there at 9 a.m. at all, but they started very late. Other people were there. They had to leave. They had things they had to do. Hey, I know, right? I think he wants to have coffee to go over how the live stream works because he wants to go live and tell his side of things. He does. I tried getting him to take a photo with me. It didn't go well. But anyways, starting out, her lawyer was trying so fucking hard to make the color blue a bad thing. I was kind of frustrated because Zeniel's lawyer was not objecting at all. And he's showing her a photo. The photo we took in front of the elevator at the last hearing. Oh, and the photo we took when we went out to eat. Feisty, you were there too. That's in evidence as well for some reason. I don't know why. And he was wanting her to identify the color pants her husband had on. And it was like kind of grayish, whitish kind of thing. So Bobby. Who's Bobby? Yeah, it's a color. They tried so hard to make it a bad thing. And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's a color. Oh, Bobby was there. Yes. Somebody was hanging out with them. And I mean, apparently, Bobby has a hard time getting it up. And Mimi is very concerned on why he's on Plenty of Fish right now. And she don't seem to understand it. But her man is on Plenty of Fish, but he has a hard time getting it up. I don't know. That's what she told somebody else. I didn't even know who that person was until like their phone got confiscated. That's a different story. Like, it was mayhem. But this person was sitting with them. Everyone in the, on Zeniel's side, we all assumed they were there for Gabby because that's what it looked like. They were hanging out with Gabby, walking out the courtroom with her, walking in there with her, sitting with Mimi and Bobby and whatever. I didn't know. I don't know what their face looks like. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I guess Mimi decided to vent and they bought her coffee and all kinds of stuff. I don't know. She's on this here app. So Gabby is saying, well, I mean, technically, like, Zeniel can't, I just started. You're fine. Zeniel and Gabby cannot technically speak about things that are going on. So they would get in trouble for that in a way. But I'm allowed to. Shit, I opted out being a witness. I was in the courtroom the whole time. Literally. But, so that's the person that was, I didn't know. The judge made it sound like he was going to have her arrested. Because right when they called recess, we heard the little iPhone, when you end a recording, that sound that it makes, they didn't even have their sound turned off. It made that sound where they hit the end. And then when you walk in, the first thing the bailiff was asking was for people's phones. Literally. So I had to turn my phone off and it had to be sitting on the stand. Like at the bench, the front of the bench. Everyone's phones, Apple Watches, phones, all devices, which is weird. I'm going to get there, I promise. We heard all of a sudden they call recess. The judge gets up to leave. We're all standing so the judge can walk out. And we hear that doo-doo, that noise. Everyone freezes. And we're all looking around like, who the fuck did that shit? I just reached for my phone. So I felt like I was being looked at. And I'm like, my phone is still off. The bailiff turned it off. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. And we're looking around trying to figure it out. It happened to be the person that was chilling with Mimi and Gabby today. I don't think they are a supporter of theirs, but I don't think Gabby knew who the fuck they were. I think they were just there to maybe get some tea or something. I don't know. I don't really know. I don't want to say too much on it. She did tell us that somebody told them to do this, which I don't, that's a messy fucking story. But I did like look at some messages that was sent between them two. I didn't see anything about them telling her to record anything. So that was on her. Because when you walk in, we had to hand our phone over. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Had to hand our phone over. Bailiff turned it off. They set it on a stand. They were not tolerating any phones whatsoever. Someone got caught recording right when they were doing recess, and the judge said, whoever, before they knew who it was, whoever just recorded something, when I come back from this recess, I'm going to hold you in contempt of court. During the recess, when we went and got lunch, I was making my way up. Then I ran into Michael, the one Kaylee got for Gabby, downstairs, got stuck talking to him. The judge didn't arrest her. She got let go. She was given back her phone and sent on her way and all the things. I thought a mod got blocked, but they were blocking somebody. I don't really know this person that well. I don't. I'm just being honest. They did message me and tell me they had a gift for a chance. I don't want to get into all of that. I don't know who they are. I just knew of them recently, like a couple days ago. I don't know. But I don't want to get off topic. Coco. I know her name's Coco on here, but yeah, whatever. That was a whole different shit show. Anyways, back to the point, okay? They had Gabby. They had witnesses that were waiting outside of the courtroom in a room or out in the hallway, Beanhead in the hallway. He left to go pick up their son or whatever. He came back. They had a cop that was a witness, right? The cop she reported to about Pink and Zenial, which, I'm sorry, Pink, your name was mentioned in court today, your full name. I don't know if you know that or not, but now you know. That was brought up. But they left the female cop in the fucking witness room all day, from morning until after fucking recess. And the only person that reminded the court about the cop was Zenial's lawyer. And it wasn't even his witness. And Zenial's lawyer is like, Your Honor, their witness is a Cape Coral police woman. She's sitting in the room. She's been sitting there this whole time, all day. And she did mention to me that she needed to go pick up her child before 3 o'clock. She needed to be gone by 3. They fucking left her in there. And Gabby's fucking lawyer, it's like he was like, oh, what witness? Who? Oh, wait, ours or yours? And then Zenial's lawyer is like, no, your witness. Like, what? That was nuts. She came in, pointless witness. I don't even know why they called her up, because the only thing she did was take the report. She never spoke with Zenial. She didn't even know what Zenial looked like. She just took the report. Gabby claimed. That's all. That's all she did. She did make a note that she had been to Gabby's house multiple times. And every time she was there, the child was there. I don't know why they kept focusing on that. As for their other witness, because Zenial didn't really get to call any witnesses, to be honest. Gabby's lawyer was so, like, a question couldn't be asked without him, like, slowly. It's such a slow objection. Well, objection, and the judge would be like, for what cause? Well, and then Gabby's like whispering in his fucking ear. Well, it just was so fucking dragged out, like wasted the entire fucking day. So much shit could have got done, but her lawyer needs to retire. He's like 200 years old. I don't even know. I don't even know. And I think that's why Michael laughed when I said, hopefully this don't take all day at recess around, like, I don't know, it's like noon, 12:31. And I was like, I hope it goes by quick. He's like, ha, good luck. What the fuck? Oh, thank you. Sorry. Hey, Sonny. I froze, sorry. They called a witness for Gabby. This is what really had me pissed off. I was really fucking hoping I got a call back, because I did. I most definitely made a call. And I think this is why Gabby was like, oh, wait, Tiffany's here. Blah, blah, blah. My sugar's getting low. I need to eat. Blah, 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 blah. Because she knew if I heard that fucking witness testimony, that I was going to be like, what? Absolutely fucking not. That is a lie. And I know it's a fucking lie. This witness was a therapist that was appointed by DCF, okay? And he's not licensed, because I thought, well, you're about to lose your fucking license. And then the question was asked if he was licensed. He's not licensed, no. He's only on, like, certificates and shit. Yeah. So this therapist testified under oath that the CPI, who I spoke to last year, I spoke to this year, thanks to all the fucking bullshit claims that I'm some CIA undercover DCF fucking detective leak or whatever the fuck she thinks. I don't know. He testified under oath that the CPI was locking him in his room and not allowing him out, and that it caused significant damage to him mentally. A CPI would never, ever, ever, ever lock a child in their room and not allow them to get out. That's actually one of, like, the Florida child protection laws. You don't, they go after parents that do that. But we all know from the videos from, like, last year with the lock on the fucking door, who really was locking him in the room. We know that. But that man said it was the CPI. And I think, this is my opinion, that Gabby told him that, because he came to visit with him, the little boy. I'm not saying his name because I know she's watching this shit. I know she's looking for something, and I'm not giving it to her. I think when he went to go meet up with him and noticed how different his behavior was and how he was declining and all the things, that she blamed DCF. Am I lagging, or is it just on my end? Because I feel like I'm lagging. He blamed it on a CPI. No, this was a therapist. All right. This is a DCF appointed therapist. He does not work for the CAC. He is just, I don't know, he's just some state funded child therapist. I don't know what the purpose of him being called in there was for. I know she added the little one on there, but again, I don't see the point in it. I really don't. I felt like it was unnecessary. And the judge even kind of caught on a little bit, because he was like, how many hours did you do for, I forget what class he asked for. Oh, yes, yes, absolutely. She put on the fucking tears about being locked in a fucking room. Yes, she fucking did. She wasn't crying the whole damn time. But when the therapist was hey, villain. Sorry.
You're good. Can you hear me?
I can.
So remember when she got busted with the lock on the door?
Mm-hmm.
She told the mods from back then,
It was
the
from
DCF. Yep. So that's crazy that he didn't even investigate and find out that that was bullshit.
Yep.
How are you a DCF therapist without a fucking license?
No license, because the judge had him name off his credentials, his certificate, his classes, and he was like, so are you not? Because I think, well, her attorney was trying to make him some, like, expert witness as a therapist, and the judge was like, no. Like, he was going over his credentials and stuff. You can't just claim you're this without credentials.
Denny's lawyer has to get the CPI.
I did message her.
Yeah, that
I was hoping I heard back from her because it's the same CPI that I was reporting to.
Right, because I might have those reports if I'll go look and see if I have them.
Mm-hmm.
But when the lock on the door was discovered, that's why DCF bought the new door,
the regular doorknob.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct. But she tried to blame it on DCF, saying to like the people around her, saying that DCF told her to do that in case of an emergency. So it's wild that therapist would say that.
I couldn't believe it. Like I was sitting there next to, it's someone that it's with Kaylee. It's one of her people, which they're so cool. I sit with them every time I go to court. But like, and we're like looking at it. I'm like, did he just fucking say that? And I know that's why she got nervous when I walked in because she knew if I heard that bullshit, I was gonna make sure they knew that's what he thought. I think he was going by what Gabby told him.
Right, I agree. I commented that, but I know your comments are flying. I agree. I think that's, but that isn't that like you're literally there to investigate. So why wouldn't you go and ask the CPI? Being that it's an outlandish fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, that would never happen.
Yep. And like he was trying to make it seem like it was almost Zeniel's fault that DCF has been to her house and caused like this emotional damage. And I'm like, what? I wanted to see, I was kind of getting mad at her lawyer too, to be honest. I'm like, why the fuck aren't you objecting?
Right.
Like I wanted to be like, objection. What is this shit? Like, no.
No. Yeah, that's crazy to be such a flat out, well-known lie too, you know?
I don't know how he's even with DCF without having a license. He just he took an 8-hour, what the fuck did an 8-week class course, 1 hour a day for 5 days for 8 weeks.
To be a DCF therapist?
Yeah. And to deal with all these cognitive, whatever the word is, behavioral, like anger issues, autism, ADHD, all these things.
That's crazy.
And he did the foster college. What's it called?
I don't know.
Jed Foster or something. Oh my gosh. It's like I think it's where Danny got her fucking GED. That place. Penn Foster. Thank you. Penn Foster. Oh. Yes. To do like some kind of course in counseling. And I'm just like, what the? Especially with Gabby specifically because of her mental health disorders, she needs something a lot more credentialed, if you will. And then when he's talking about the CPI locking him in the room, she's over there like going like this. Like we didn't hear him locked in the room asking to get out on how many times you were alive. Like, come the fuck on. Yeah, that's fucking insane to me. That was towards the end. And I was like, I'm fucking leaving. I was pissed. I'm leaving. I looked at that guy. The judge picked up on it immediately. He was like, how many hours have you done? What courses have you taken? Are you licensed? Are you this? Are you that? And I'm like, I'm just going to go. Because I knew they were already continuing it. There was probably maybe 10 minutes left. I
gotta tell you, when you messaged me that part, I about fell out of my chair and choked on my very strong, much needed Starbucks.
Right, because that's something that was so publicly documented. You know what I'm saying? So like, how are you a therapist for DCF, but you don't go and question something
they're not licensed in the state of Florida?
No, and then saying something so out of like
outlandish.
A CPI would never ever lock a child in a room and not let them out. They would never do that ever.
But
that was like fucking mind blowing.
That's a direct conflict of what Gabby said as well.
Mm-hmm.
So she didn't even tell him the right lie, and he's out here testifying to it. That is fucking wild to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That,
It was
yeah.
crazy.
That was the part that just makes me want to cringe because, but hopefully there'll be a little more time to prep for.
I
Well,
left
he was
before
the
I heard
same
about the
judge.
new
No,
hearing.
it was Perez, right?
Yes, it
So
was.
Yeah,
Perez
but
was aware of the locked door situation because it was dealt with
He's
then.
well, I guess he made a claim that from the family situation, someone filled in for him. So it still said his name, but he wasn't present.
oh,
Yeah. I
okay.
was informed about that too, because I was kind of like, hello? Like this is,
Right.
but the judge was even looking at him like, huh?
I will. Well, and you picked up on it too when I was there in the morning. Tiff got there right after I was walking out. We literally missed each other.
Yeah.
I picked up on the same kind of dynamic with her attorney as well. I found him to be very frustrating. At times, he wasn't even objecting. The judge is like, do you
Her
have an
lawyer.
objection? Yeah, do you have an objection?
What?
Because this isn't your time
Her
to ask
lawyer.
questions.
He was
Like,
slacking today. He had some like serious schmurder case going on and had to be there for a witness. And it was supposed to be at like I think 1:30, and then he bumped it back even further to like 3:30 or something. You could tell his mind was like
Yeah, it's a
he
lot.
was
if you're not-
overwhelmed.
yeah.
He had to
Yeah.
deal with this, and then he's worrying about his witness, and then he was worried about the police officer, the female officer, being in a room for a
Yeah, they
all
told-
fucking day.
when I got there, Zenny's husband was standing outside. I was, just about 10 minutes after they had started. So I wasn't as late as I thought I was going to be.
The judge
Um,
also said that he never ordered witnesses to stay out of the courtroom. So everybody was sitting outside for, like, Zeniel's husband. He had to sit outside the whole
yeah,
fucking
he was
time.
there all morning.
Yeah.
Oh,
And the judge is like, when did I think he said concede or something, that no witnesses could be in the courtroom? When did I ever order that?
That's normal, isn't it?
It is usually, yes, but he never made it like a mandatory court thing. The attorneys never requested it until like during when they were calling the first witness. So judge is like,
Yeah.
I never said anyone had to wait outside. It was
yeah, I don't know.
Bad. I feel bad for Zenny that she's got to even keep dealing with
He did
that.
awesome.
Yeah,
Because he tried. He was bringing up, her lawyer did bring up Cam's law.
good.
And, she like broke it down to like the CAMS child against something. Child against money. Yes.
Yeah.
She said it perfectly because they were
Good.
trying so hard to use that against her in some way.
Yeah.
But God, there was just so many things that could have been objected. The judge even fucking objected when her lawyer should have.
Stop.
I'm not kidding.
Yeah, there was one. Now, let me ask you, go back to this though. At what point did the judge ask people to sit with him that they were supporting? Was that after break, after the whole chick
That was
got
before I got
busted?
there. It was right when you were leaving. Right before I
Okay.
got there, this is what I was told because I was sitting with the group. I seen Mimi behind Gabby because Gabby's table was on the right. Zaniel's was on
Right.
the left. And I was told, because I'm like, who is this chick? Because the chick with Mimi, I didn't know who she was. I didn't know what she looked like. I believe they told me that the judge informed we were called the audience, by the way, to sit behind who they are representing.
God.
So I believe it was probably right after you left. Probably.
Is there a lot of people there?
There was,
No,
Daniel's husband was outside with another woman, and then there was one,
Yeah.
two, 3, 4, and 5 plus me, but the therapist was inside for most of the time while I was there anyways. He was
She
inside.
she must have been the one that came in. I did see a chick right before I left come in and sit in the back.
Darlene was not there,
She
no.
did. No, there was somebody with brown hair that could have resembled her from the back. I didn't know for sure who the chick was sitting up front.
She's
But that's why
amazing.
I thought
Actually, I know who that
I
is, but
thought I
she's
saw.
amazing.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I thought I saw that the other one that got in trouble. I could have sworn I saw a phone because that chick who was like taking notes like nobody's business. Now I'm not watching her the whole time, but I'm at an angle so I can see, and I'm like, man, she's taking a lot of notes. I mean, somebody's invested here way beyond me. I'm thinking I'm gonna use
I do
I'm gonna
that
use
too
all
in court,
memory.
though.
No,
You know,
I would have too.
yeah.
I would have had a pen and
I take
paper.
notes so that I could
But I'm thinking,
remember.
okay,
The person
good.
I was sitting
Somebody's
with was
sitting
taking notes too, but this person
right.
that was, I mean, they
Was
literally from the moment I got there,
she was
she was with Mimi and Gabby. She
Oh,
walked out with them. She walked in with them. So
wow.
I
Yeah.
didn't know was a person that messaged me the other day. She told me she had a gift from when I lost Chance, but that her message was in my request. I never seen it or something.
Feisty said G said something about her being subpoenaed.
Who being subpoenaed?
Feisty.
Oh, well, her name was mentioned in court today as well.
Oh, I'm sure.
For the law, yeah.
Yeah. But that's the thing. Like, Gabby doesn't understand that
First name
it's
only,
not.
too, and same for Pink as well.
Now
First name only.
Oh, well, that's good.
hmm
It's like it's not about Cam, you know. That's not what it's about. And Gabby loves to twist it. Right.
Yeah. And just because maybe he could have been the inspiration behind it,
Right. Exactly.
but it doesn't mean it's solely based on him.
And what does that have to do with Zenio?
Nothing. Like the
Right.
shit her lawyer was bringing up, I was just like, what the fuck is happening right
It's
now?
because Gabby's fucking feeding his head with her delusions. And that's and unfortunately for him, I would be embarrassed if I didn't do my research, but that's just me. But
It was a
he
mess.
believes
Oh.
that that's the way things go, unfortunately.
Yeah. By the way, Beanhead, we saw you taking pictures of us. Okay.
That's what I
Oh, that's interesting.
Whose audio is doing that? I think it's Hope really. Hope, are you in the car? Yeah, we seen him taking pictures. I was standing outside of the courtroom talking to Zaniel's husband and the other woman. And he was literally taking pictures.
Were you with Zenio?
Nope, she was inside. I was like coming up to the door and just like touching base with him, and I was telling him about Michael downstairs. So I was like, as soon as I ran into Michael, he's like, "Oh yeah, me and Columbo were laughing that she hired Steinberg or something." I'm
Oh,
like,
God.
what? I'm like, what? I'm like, I just don't want to be here all day. And he's like, "Ha, good luck." And now I know what he meant.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Kind of stalkerish, if you ask me. But
Yeah, we
You know?
seen him with his camera. It was pretty fucking creepy.
yeah, he's a weirdo.
Oh God. But it was so much. It was so dragged out and so much and like just a bunch of wasted fucking time. They called that Cape Coral police officer who had never spoken to Zenial.
What?
She had never spoken to Zenial. And it was about her making the report of the false,
Right.
the stalking with the car and mentioned Pink and all this stuff. And like,
Right,
it was
twisted
fucking
shit.
pointless.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
pointless. Waste of fucking time.
Right. That's a good question. Did they address her walking past Annie's house?
Yes. Her lawyer did get a chance to like start to introduce that. And then when they went to submit the USB drive with the video fucking evidence, her lawyer wanted objection. How do we know that's right in front of Aaron's house? How do we know that? And he's like, well, if you let me show you the next
Right.
video,
Right.
it'll show you, because Zenial also took a video standing in her driveway of her circumference.
Oh, good.
Right in front of her house.
Yeah.
That's part of the USB.
Right.
And her lawyer is just like, how do we know? How do we know that's where that is? How do we know it's this? There's no timestamp on there. How do we know it's not from? It was just like, what the fuck?
You get a witness to authenticate
it was brought
it.
up too. Sorry, I seen a comment. The pew pew in her car was addressed.
How'd that go?
Since the cop was their witness, her lawyer got to cross the cop. And he asked her if she was trained in identifying a pew pew. And she said yes. And then he submitted it as evidence, and he asked her to take a look at it and say, can you identify this and tell me if it is, in fact, a firearm? I think I can say that. And she looked at it and she said, from my personal opinion, it does seem to appear to be a firearm. And then her lawyer, Zeniel, also mentioned, could it be a BB gun? And the cop said, yeah, it could. And Zeniel's lawyer said, but you don't really know. It could be one or the other. So you can't really say it's not a pew pew. And you can't say it's not a BB. So that's what he did. But he did address it, yes. The commenters. Hey, Feisty!
Hello, friend. Just because I know she's in here.
I know.
And she has made damn sure that Cam's law was put on the record. I just want you to remember, Lucifer, why Cam's law came to fruition. And because you are insisting on putting that on the record, if you subpoena me to that court, the first thing I'm showing that judge is the picture you dropped in Snapchat that night. And I'm going to show that judge the reason why Cam's law came to fruition. So I would sit back, I would take a couple of big, deep breaths, and I would remember why we started the movement that we started, because you decided to circulate a picture of a very bruised little boy standing in a bathtub with a towel tied around his neck. That's what you did. Also, although you may have lied to that therapist, you told all of TikTok that DCF put a lock on that door because he was an eloper. You told us that he eloped. So all 2.7K of you that are in this live right now that are invested in justice, not only for Zennial, but Cam, we have homework. We've got homework. There's a lot to Gabi, and Zennial's lawyer cannot find it all. So I personally,
for sure.
Yeah, I'm personally going to be looking for Gabby's lives where she is discussing CPS putting that lock on the door for her because he is an eloper and all the things. If you guys can find these videos, you streamers, make sure that Zenny gets those specific videos because her lawyer is not going to be able to find it all. There's just so much. And she has outright lied to that therapist.
Right.
She's outright lied.
I don't know how he could swear under oath like it's a fact with that, and why wouldn't he contact the CPI that hired him?
Absolutely.
What I want to know is, there was DCF was on Zoom in there today, correct?
I didn't hear them mention it today, but it's possible they didn't mention it because we heard it last time.
Well, according to Hope's report, CPS was on Zoom today. And I would assume if they were on Zoom, when he was testifying to that, somebody would have spoke up and said, wait a minute, we didn't do that. You know, they're literally listening in. You would have thought they would have stopped them and said, hold on now, that's not what happened.
Yeah, they didn't say anything while I was there. I didn't hear them on Zoom, but they could have been earlier on. I did email the CPI that was on the case around that time, though. And I let
you guys
her
go
know
back and if you go back and look at the petition for me, when she withdrew that case on me, it was because she kept sending her attorney redacted information and he didn't see the truth. She was trying to put all this PTSD and trauma therapy on me last year and it didn't work. So now she's putting it on Zenny. I don't understand why Zenny's lawyer's not putting two and two. They should be looking at it all.
I agree.
And the photo was brought up. Zenial attorney did bring that into like evidence or say with the photo that was being passed around with the towel and the bruise because Gabi was using that reenactment video Zenial did from the little boy's point of view. I'm trying not to say his name, sorry.
Right.
But his point of view with her yelling at the phone. So Gabi tried to use that against Zenial in court today. Like it was a bad thing. And Gabi's attorney was just trying to twist her words and the way she was explaining it. And it's like, it was her reenactment from how
Right.
she feels her son is seeing his mother. And it was nothing false about it. It's what she says to her fucking phone.
Right.
Like,
No, I don't think that it was done with bad taste or bad intentions.
no,
either.
it was a great
No.
video, actually, I thought. It was a while ago. And Samuel's like, that's from July of 2025.
Right. It was before the bruises for sure.
Yep. But about the photos with the bruises, that was mentioned. So I don't know if they're going to be able to insert that now.
He's been receiving therapy since last year, though. It was way before Zenial was ever involved. They put him in therapy after they removed him for that short amount of time. He was awarded a guardian ad litem and everything else. And I just don't understand, number one, I think this is even more reason for us to be pushing for DCF and reform down there if they're allowing unlicensed therapists to testify in courts. That is fucking wild.
Going off the words of a delusional fucking human being, like, that is crazy to me.
And then what was weird is that, like, he also made it a point to say that he was removed for 24 hours. I just found that to be odd. I'm like, why are you, like, stating exactly how long he was removed? I just feel like he was going by...
Or read the case at least, because I'm sure they could see.
Yeah, like, why even... Because he could have just left it at, after her son was removed for a short period of time.
Right.
But he made sure...
Extenuate for 24 hours.
Yeah, and I'm like, are you just going by whatever the fuck she told you to say? Like,
Literally.
What is this? This is like, I was fucking mind blown by that shit. I'm like, I
can't believe it. I can't believe it.
I can't believe it either, because I'm sorry, but no CPI would ever lock a child in their room, especially when they have like any behavioral issues or trauma. They're not gonna fucking do that.
Mm-mm.
And him to even get up there and say, the judge was looking at him like, what?
And unlicensed is wild to me.
Unlicensed. He is
Gabby
not
needs a therapist with all the licenses, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what?
Well, that was his license. The child
That's
license.
crazy to me, though.
You don't think it's not going to look bad on her, villain, when CPS or DCF down there gets wind of this testimony where she's told
100%.
Cameron's therapist that they're
100%.
purposely... They're locking him out. How can they lock him in? They don't live there.
110%. DCF is not going to be happy about it.
No, not at all. And I can't wait to get a response to the email I sent. I was hoping I was going to hear back before, but no. But he also said that he has to knock a specific way, because if he doesn't, then he goes running to hide because he thinks he's going to be taken. And I'm like,
what the fuck?
Okay,
we've heard her say
that too.
Assignment number 2. We've got live streams of where she's sitting there saying, you got to go here. We don't want the bad people to take you away.
Right.
We've got to shut the curtains because the bad people are going to take you away. It's all on recording.
Right.
That's stuff that Zennial's lawyer needs to have for real.
I know.
I have the lock stuff in Dropbox because it was something that I was following along with and making sure was adequately reported. But the lock stuff I definitely have in Dropbox.
Yeah. I don't know. It was fucking crazy. Like, I had to like refrain myself from standing up and screaming objection, literally.
Fearless.
And then her Gabby's lawyer was like basically telling Zenial that she was fucking colorblind because she couldn't identify the color of denim pants. Because he just wanted her to say blue. That's what he was trying to do. And she was like, well, that was very rude of you. And then the judge kind of like snipped at him a little bit. And her lawyer was still not objecting. I'm like, what the fuck? I almost stood up because I wore jeans today. Let me stand up and just point at my fucking jeans. Be like, objection. There,
I don't
denim.
understand why the judge is allowing all this nonsense.
That's-
He
We
cut off
are
a lot.
free. We're living in a free fucking country, and we are protected by the Constitution and free will, and we can wear whatever fucking color we want to wear. And for that to be the forefront of any freaking hearing where this woman is claiming that she's in fear for her life and she's using this baby
Yep.
to do this kind of stuff, you got therapists, unlicensed ones at that, sitting on a stand and lying and everything else. That makes me even more concerned for him, because what is this therapist saying to him when he's sitting down by himself talking to that baby? What is he saying? That poor child doesn't know that. Lord Jesus, help us all. That's sad.
You don't
That's the
know
sad
That
shit.
part. That
You
part.
don't
Sorry,
know
I
the
just
fucking
got home.
truth, and he's just telling this child whatever the fuck she's telling him has happened or occurred or whatever.
Well, and any time a therapist is working with a child, not only as a professional, but I'm also coming from that world as a foster care kid, they should be well versed in how to handle these kinds of questions with children, knowing that they're also likely being coached by their parents.
Yep.
So for that not to even be on the
They should know
table is one
better.
of the most disturbing things to me, that any licensed quote unquote therapist would be treating any child.
He wasn't back in her care for fucking 4 hours, and she was coaching him on video.
Yeah,
Yep.
and they were aware
There's
of it
literally
because I
proof.
sent that to her CPI myself. Those two
Right.
videos she did that day, that went straight to that. I had that CPI's personal phone number, and I sent those videos to her myself. They know that Gabby coaches that baby.
Right.
They know what Gabby's
Seen
doing.
it. We've all seen it.
They're using this fucking courtroom as her stage, and it's disgusting.
I
It's
agree.
absolutely disgusting.
She was so fucking cocky. But I shit you not, when I walked in, I swear to God, I swear to you. He asked Daniel, ask anyone that was there. She's like, oh, that's Tiffany. Tiffany's here. Oh my God.
We gotta go there.
My blood sugar's getting low. I need to go eat or something. I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
So embarrassing.
I'm like,
She
this is
definitely
real life.
intimidates her.
I'm like, what?
She's going to act that way about you, but tell her lawyer she wants me subpoenaed there. Zennial,
And the lawyer is just like, oh my, you want to just like yell at him. It's
I was told that Gabby leaned in and asked her lawyer to have me subpoenaed, but the microphone was not turned off.
No, yeah, we heard a lot.
That several people heard it, and the lawyer asked her, "Is she local?" And she said, "No, she's in Ohio." And the lawyer was like,
Good
"Well,
luck.
good luck with that."
Good luck.
Because truthfully, if she wants to subpoena witnesses in from out of state, they have to pay for that. We're not financially
exactly.
responsible
Yeah,
for traveling
Especially
across
not on
court.
her behalf at that.
Yeah.
Like, so, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that wouldn't be cheap.
I mean,
They ain't
if
gonna
you're
do
going to
it.
bring me in there about Cam's Law, I'm going to tell the truth about why I came up with Cam's Law. Because I've been sitting back for the past 2 years watching her neglect and abuse her son for rusted pennies. And the last picture she decided to use was enough for me. And it's not against the law to demand change in this country. That's how this country was built. This is how we built it. Our forefathers, everybody before us, got together in little grassroots movements, and they made real changes in this world. And the shit that Gabby's doing is what we want changes from. She can have a content with her baby. She can go to Disney with her baby. She can do coloring days with her baby. That doesn't matter to me. But when you're on
It was
here,
the neglectful behavior.
yeah, when you're exploiting
Right.
the neglect and the him lashing out and his vulnerabilities, he doesn't get to tell you, yeah, you can.
They can't consent. They don't understand the magnitude of it.
Too young.
He doesn't like her behavior being put on blast. What do you think he's going to feel about his behavior being put on blast? None of it's right. None of it's right. But anyways, I'm going to cook dinner.
Okay, Feisty, thank you so much.
Love y'all. Bye.
Love y'all.
Yeah.
Love you. Someone made a good point. Was this the alleged therapist that held him down? I don't know. I
think it would have been, good question.
That's-
From like
I
the
mean,
abuse
hey, look,
side.
anything- Things
know
on
if
the
he
table.
was held down? Like, is that
That's
even
a good question.
that's truth?
I'm
he
just
went
sitting
to
here
get
with my
the-
mouth open. I'm just sitting here with my mouth open, but I just
Oh.
still don't get it.
I think
So-
they're talking about the evaluation that he had to get at the abuse
Yeah.
clinic. But
Well, I mean,
No, I
That's
mean, I'm
exactly
still
true.
stuck on shock on that the
Unlicensed.
therapist isn't like, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
still
he's
stuck on
not.
that.
he just took classes for a certificate. But as for like why is, I guess people want to know about the CPS stuff and what does it have to do with the RO. So she filed for an RO, was denied. She added her son, and now she is basically trying to point blame at Zenial for the mental hardship her son has had to go through due to DCF because of her reposting her videos or this or that. It's a fucking mess.
she's essentially trying to blame it on one
Then-
person. It's the
yeah.
same shit that she's always done with all of these court hearings. She always tries to blame the whole internet's opinion on the target that may be it at that point in time. She did it with Finds Out and Brownie. Then she did it with Feisty. She's doing the same thing with Zenial, except now there's a lot more proof. But because she put it in his name, essentially, that brings that topic up.
Right.
There's a lot
Daniel
of
did
questions.
great though when Gabby's lawyer questioned her about Cam's law. She answered fucking perfectly. Like she did so well.
Yeah,
I don't
heard
even
Danny
know.
did really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know if I would have been able to gather my thoughts the way that she did
Mm,
to answer the question and to
eloquently.
like yes,
Yeah.
that it was an acronym, the name for the law, and like did kind of like touch base on how it was inspired or
Mhm.
you know because of everything that was seen. And then when she was being harassed by her lawyer about the things that she would post in regards to Gabby, whether it was last year or right prior to this RO or whatever, Aaron would be like, because she posted it online. Like
Right. Right.
she posted
Right.
it and she shared it with people. And if, you know, I want to have my opinion on a video that was made public to the internet, that's not illegal. The judge was just like, even he looked fed the fuck up. Like what is
I
happening?
bet. It's like, and I don't mean to like, it's just a lot. It's a lot for anybody that doesn't deal with this stuff, right? It's a lot, especially in that type of setting where you kind of want to make sure you hit all the points, but on time constraints as well. You know, I'm sure the judge was like,
He was like this
spinning.
sometimes. He was like this, and then he was like this, and then he'd just be like, and he was not having it because her attorney kept trying to object to the most stupidest things, dumbest things ever. And the judge is like, no. Like,
Well, he was even doing stuff sometimes where the judge would be like, do you have an objection?
yeah.
Like, this
how
isn't the time for,
He was objecting himself.
yeah,
Oh,
God
no.
love him. Look, I think he may have been a great litigation attorney in
At one
his
point in
heyday.
time.
Got a discount, probably.
They still have their temporary
That's a good
temporary
question.
orders, yeah.
Did she take the stand? Is she going to take the stand?
Who?
Gabby.
Yes, at the next hearing. Well, so the next
Oh.
hearing, I believe Zenial's attorney has to cross the therapist because he didn't really
Perfect.
have time to do. I know.
Perfect.
I hope to God by then I have some more answers to give him. I know he was stressed today. He had a lot going. There was the whole like a Schmurder case going on, but he didn't even really have time to cross him that much. But I just couldn't even.
Yeah,
believe it.
he's going to be annihilated on cross because that's a bold-faced lie that can be proven.
They would
Right.
never
And
do
he
that.
didn't even take the time to do the research to find out that CPI did not do that.
They would
That
never.
fucking Gabby and Aaron did it.
And why was that never accused of previously? Why is that just being mentioned now? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know she said that they are the one that recommend the doorknob, allegedly. But why wouldn't you make a statement? Because she shares everything, right? Every fucking thing. I believe she would have openly told everyone that they locked him into a room. We
Right.
all know she would have. And
Yeah,
they
that's
never would
true
have fucking
too.
done it.
He would have been yelling about it, blaming it on us from this side to,
Yeah.
I do feel like, didn't she make reference though at one point to that, or kind of loosely? And maybe I kind of got that
Said they
impression by
bought the
some
doorknob or
replay I
something.
saw.
Tiffany said
Maybe.
she bought the doorknob or
Somebody,
something.
I don't know. Somebody in the comments is saying the person that was recording is in the chat.
Oh, that's
Okay.
okay. That's okay.
I don't have
Yeah,
any
it
idea,
was
but somebody just tagged me and
yeah,
said,
Coco. It was Coco. Which again, I didn't know who she was. I thought
I
she
don't
was with
even know who
Mimi.
Coco is, to be
The
honest.
same girl who was taking lots of notes, or maybe been
I
using.
didn't I don't know. I didn't see the notes. All I heard was the camera, like as the judge was going off the little blue blue.
No, I think she might have been using the notebook now sometimes when I'd look over, maybe to cover up.
Well, we all assumed she was with Gabby and me because she was sitting with them and talking with them, but I guess she was
You
just
sat on Zenny's side though when
from
I
what
was in.
yeah, that's what you said to me earlier, but from my understanding she was just trying to get some tea or whatever. I don't know. See what they say.
Oh, okay.
I have no clue. But she did get caught recording. Yeah, it was like a 2.5 hour video. I thought she
Yeah.
was gonna go to jail.
And they made her delete it, correct?
They made
Yeah,
her
they
delete
usually
it.
will if they catch you.
The judge even yelled at me too. Well, because like as soon as I went to go grab my phone, and I'm like, oh wait, it wasn't me. My phone was off the whole time. And he's like, well, there shouldn't be a problem then, should it? I'm like, no, Your Honor, it won't be a problem. It wasn't me.
No problemo for me.
It was not me. But
Do you know why
I didn't
it was
know who she
continued?
was.
I think that they're not out of witnesses, Hot Mess. I think, is that
Oh,
why
they
it was
have
continued?
more witnesses.
Yeah.
They only called 2.
Right. Oh my God. That much
Yeah.
time?
Yes, they only
What
called
time
2.
did y'all get out of there?
By like 3.
Oh my
gosh,
good God.
3:45, 3:45 ish.
Did you start late?
Yeah, they did, right?
Okay.
Because they were supposed to start at 9. I didn't get there at 9, and then
Right.
I messaged her.
Yeah, because
As I was pulling in,
you.
she's like, "We just started like a little bit ago," so they were pretty late.
Yeah, they
Sunny
didn't
has
start.
witnesses.
I got there after 9:30, and I saw Zenny's husband, and I
Yeah.
did stop for a few minutes to speak to him, and then tried to pick a convenient time which wasn't so convenient for her attorney finishing up his closing statements. I come traipsing in. I got a scowl from her attorney, and then I just
Gabby,
slipped my little ass in quickly in the first spot. Like I didn't even know. I didn't get the lay of the land yet. I just sat down,
The look he gave me when she was whispering, "That's Tiffany. That's Tiffany," and I
he
made sure.
literally stopped his closed testimony. I mean, I'm all being, and it wasn't my fault. The bailiff is like making a big scene about, I need your phone. I'm like, cool, here you go. I'm going to put it up here. I wasn't. I was just trying to slip in, brother, but cool, here you go. Like,
Y'all,
Yeah,
I don't know who Feisty's taking. You got to remember, I haven't really been around because I got the COVID cooties.
Oh shit!
So I don't know about Feisty taking her. I just don't know.
Tagging who?
They're saying that Feisty tagged the,
Coco girl.
the person recording. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know who she. I do have a message from her, but I didn't know who she was or what she looked like.
Yeah.
She told me she had a
that
gift.
makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, she messaged me asking if I was going to court. Said she had a gift for something about Chance.
Right.
When I lost Chance.
Oh, Feisty said she didn't tag anybody. What are you talking about?
Who knows? I don't
Before I
know.
hop down, I just want to say publicly again, from what I witnessed this morning, I was extremely proud of Zenial even allowing herself to
Yes.
feel the
absolutely.
feelings that
She did
needed to come across
amazing.
on the stand.
She did
She did an
amazing.
amazing job today. I'm really proud of her. I'm honored to call her a
Yes.
friend
Amen.
and a local here in Lee County. And I will be there at the next one to show support as well. I'm going to hop down and
She
listen
did
in, guys.
awesome.
Love you, sissa. I'll call you
Bye.
later.
Okay, bye. She did awesome. She really did. Hey, Karma.
Hey.
Hey.
So some people I've seen today saying that Coco was one talking to Mimi and was recording
Yes. Yes.
for Gabby's side.
I don't know if it was for Gabby. I just
She
meant
was
she was
just sitting
recording.
there.
She was sitting
Right.
with Mimi and talking with Mimi. If for some reason Mimi felt the need to talk about her boyfriend's, life. Hold on. Sorry, my son
What?
just came in. Hold on 1 second. What? Hold on.
We're gonna get a trampoline.
Uh-huh.
We'll put it out around our yard.
Uh-huh.
And we
Sorry, y'all can talk. Hold on, my son. I gotta talk to
You want to mute?
his
Yeah.
parents.
Hold on 1 second, Bubby. He's telling me
Yeah,
about. He's
just
telling on one of his
people
friends. Hold on.
nosy, you know. Go ahead, Karma. Sorry. Oh my God. Why are they talking about
That's
feisty?
okay. It's just echoing really bad every time I get in a live.
But hold on, Karma, real quick. Let me clear something up real quick. The Coco that they're talking about with me, this Coco that got caught recording in the court today, she is friends with a lot of us here on TikTok, and she sent me a door hanger for my front door around the 4th of July time. Okay. And I tagged her in the video
I
for
said
the
thank
door
you.
hanger, right?
Right.
And as a thank you, just because she sent me a door hanger and we're friends on TikTok does not fucking mean I have her sitting in a courtroom recording for people. So if that's y'all's logic, that means everybody she's following on TikTok that's following this drama, she's doing it for all of us. Y'all will run with whatever the fuck you want to
I
run
mean,
with.
it's safe to
She
say
sent me
that
a door
she was sitting
hanger.
with Mimi, so she's not
what
necessarily
happened?
on our side, no?
I'm just saying, all she did was send me a door hanger, and I was thankful.
Oh,
It was
Coco?
beautiful, red, white, and blue. Yeah, the Coco chick. And
She told me she had a gift for me. I didn't know what she looked like. I didn't know who she was, to be honest with you. She messaged me, said she had a gift about Chance. And that's kind of why I went today. I had some free time and I knew people came in
Yeah.
that wanted to
Yeah,
give
you
me
told
some
me
stuff
that.
to donate. Yeah, and then she said she had a gift, but I didn't know it was her because she was sitting with them,
Right.
but does it really matter who she is? We can all be friends on TikTok. She is a
Yeah.
grown ass woman. She decided to hit record on that device. I don't care if
and
Melissa
not
told her to
silent her
record.
damn phone. That
Yeah,
was
I don't care who
silly.
told her to record. She's in control of her own self, and she could have chosen not to do so. So everybody trying to point fingers, oh, Melissa Sue told her to do it. Oh, Feisty's tagging her
Well,
in videos.
what?
That's wild.
Let me
wild.
clarify that part. So, like, she did and Melissa, I mean, I went through the messages. I don't want to get too wrapped up in the messery of that, the messiness of that. But I was sent the messages between them two. I didn't really see anything that said record anything. But Coco did kind of say like, well, Mimi's kind of just like standing by me and talking to me. I'm just gonna go with it. So Melissa kind of was like, well, go
she's
for
not
you, go
with
for it.
Mimi.
No, like she was there
Okay.
for Zenial, but then like Mimi and them were talking to her and she kind of went in. That's what I was told. Okay. In the messages I seen, it does seem as though like Melissa was kind of just like, well, shit, go ahead and see what.
I mean,
whatever
but it
she
doesn't
tells you.
matter though. Melissa
Yeah, it
can tell
doesn't
her
matter.
to go jump off a
Don't.
bridge.
Facts.
It's on her to go jump. It doesn't
Exactly.
matter.
It doesn't matter.
All of
But it
us
was
were
up to
sitting
her
in
to
here today
record.
wishing, right? All of us were sitting today wishing we were a fly on the wall. I'm getting updates from you. I'm giving updates to
Yes.
people as I'm getting them from you. We all wanted to be there. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, stop
Yeah,
pointing your fingers and blaming everybody else for their stupid. That was stupid.
Right.
That was dumb.
Yeah,
The
or at
bailiff
least
was
mute your
taking phones.
phone. Because
Yeah,
they were
the bailiff
strict
was
on the
taking them at the
phones.
door. You knew better. That was dumb. Don't blame me for that shit. Anyways, I just wanted to clarify. That's what I tagged her in was a video of a beautiful door hanger that she made for me on the 4th of July. It is absolutely stunning.
And she
It's
still has a
beautiful.
gift for me too for Chance. She said she forgot at the hotel, I guess. So I don't know, but I mean she seemed nice. I didn't know who the fuck she was though. I've never seen her face.
You don't talk to people like that.
Yeah,
You know what I
like-
mean? Like, yeah, I get it.
So when she got caught with her phone, shit, we were like kind of like helping the bailiff figure out where to find the fucking proof. Because we thought she was for Gabby. That's what I thought. But Hope for Healing said she was sitting on Gabby's side before I got there. And then they may have walked out the courtroom and came back in. Then she sat on that side and just kind of stuck there. Which
Maybe, did she
whatever.
not know it was Mimi? Maybe that's possible.
I think she knew it was Mimi. She was just, I think, just ears open, seeing whatever was being spewed out of her mouth. And Mimi decided to talk about her sex life and how Bobby can't get it up and he's on Plenty of Fish.
Why is
know
that
you're
even
lying.
She
talked
don't know
about? Like,
why.
what the fuck is wrong with these people that they
don't
just
know.
tell everybody everything?
I
Like,
don't know.
Oh, Turtle down, folks. Turtle is down. That woman was talking to a complete stranger about Bobby and his lack of.
right.
And how
That's where
how she
Gabby
knows
gets
he's
it
on
from.
Plenty of
Is that
Fish.
the 2 hour conversation that was recorded? Because I'm low key pissed that got deleted.
I know,
I
right?
want to.
Shit.
That right. That
Seriously.
explains why Gabby shows her fucking internet to the world. You know, like
It was just what wow. Oh no. The way Mimi was acting today, it's like this all makes sense. I'm sorry, but
right.
it
Yeah,
all
I
makes
agree.
motherfucking sense. Crazy as hell. I seen someone ask for a box. I can't
Oh
find
my
it.
God. Okay. Okay. I can't.
Don't
He
make
can't
me
get
laugh.
up. I
I'll
don't know
choke to
why he's
death.
on Plenty of Fish. That's what I was told.
He's on Plenty of Fish.
Yep, he's on POF. Mr. Bobby on POF.
Good God.
But why tell a stranger that you don't even
Okay.
know?
Right.
All right,
It's
Coco, we're
weird.
gonna need you to grab a box, bitch. We're gonna you're
You need to know what
contact
all
Front,
was
Coco.
said immediately.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Where did that box go? I don't know. The mods can accept
Somebody
boxes.
asked
Sorry.
about oh fuck, I forgot, y'all. Somebody asked about if the what's it called came up, the cupcake. Yeah, the cupcakes. Thank you. Sorry.
No, I don't think I heard anything about cupcakes.
Yeah. I saw her go by a couple times in the chat. The cupcake
Is that a
video.
person?
No, they were asking because remember how Gabby had the cupcakes as in the evidence?
Oh, it wasn't
Remember?
even brought up. No,
So somebody asked if it came up.
no.
Cupcakes were this morning with
Not that I heard, unless it was brought up right before I
Right.
got there. But they had like just started right before I got there.
yeah.
They weren't on long at all. It was like very delayed, and her lawyer just, I mean, dragged the fuck out of the case. Seriously, shit was crazy.
I would have been I would have been annoyed myself.
It
I
was
wanted to
that
object.
that did come up this morning.
Oh, there we go.
The cupcake did? Oh, there you are, Love and Life. I was looking for
Well,
you.
the picture, I'm trying to remember how it was brought up by Zenny's attorney. He was asking her questions, and he was trying to they were able, that's when they were able to discuss the copyrights. The copyrights did come up and that was used and asked to be put into evidence, which the other side already did put into evidence, right? So, and her attorney made a point of saying that, but that was one of the examples of Zenny, saying like even after the RO, I mean, I'm just trying to bake things. I'm just like doing my own gardening. Like a lot of my videos have nothing to do with Gabrielle Jacobson. Like that's not my work. That's not the content I create. This is the type of content I create. These are some examples of the copy strikes. And that one specifically came up. And I think that's because they wanted to push that picture through. Her attorney did specifically. So yes, it did come up this morning, but that was also a great way of the copyright strikes being brought up.
I was just going to say that. I love that they brought that in because now that opens the door for it,
That's
I just
why
wanted to clarify.
There were so many exhibits also entered today that also her turn, because I was talking to Zenial like during recess because I'm like, what the fuck? Why is he not objecting? Why is he not doing this? And she's like, it's a strategy because everything her attorney is bringing up, we are now going to be able to talk about.
Yes, that's true.
Every accusation he's making against her or questioning her, now we get to bring it up and now we get to enter in our side and evidence. And I'm like, okay, but still.
And they'll tell the truth about it. Unlike fucking Gabby.
Exactly.
There were so many exhibits entered in today, except for the USB drive, which kind of was annoying, to be honest, because Gabby's lawyer, was being so,
Hey, Tiff, thanks for letting me up. I just wanted to ask real quick.
Oh, yeah.
What did the guy lie about? Because I came in late, so I missed that. Yes.
Okay, so the therapist, who is not a licensed therapist, by the way, who was basically appointed by DCF for the little boy. He testified under oath on the witness stand that DCF, the CPI, was locking him in a room and not letting him out, and that caused significant distress and
do you remember the exact title that this witness was called? Was the word advocate or was the word therapist used? So
therapist,
the word
and
therapist.
her lawyer even tried to.
Man, I'm still
make
grasping
him,
at straws here, hoping this is just not the case. Like, I am mind blown.
I am too. And her lawyer tried to enter him in as an expert witness, as an experienced, like.
How are you
You
an
took a
expert
course?
without a
Therapist.
fucking license, bro?
You
What?
took a course. I could finish that same course
No, I'd lie
tonight
to
before
him, no.
10 p.m. I could do that course between now and 10 p.m.
The
Not to
judge
minimize the
questioned him.
course.
Yeah, when her lawyer tried to enter him in as an expert witness, and the judge questioned him, how long did you go to school for? How long was your how long did it take you to get the certificate? This and that. And he said 8 weeks, 1 hour a day, or something like that. And the judge finally said, are you licensed? And again, the judge is asking this instead of the other
Right.
attorney objecting and asking, or whatever. And he said no, that he was not licensed. And the judge said, then you are not an expert witness. That's what he said. So
Yep. He's
Exactly, he's not
correct.
an expert witness. The fuck?
Tiffany, I have
No.
something. I have one thing to add that you
Okay.
missed. You missed because you got pissed when.
oh, when I walked out when the therapist
Yeah.
was talking.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I got so mad.
So let me tell you how it ended.
Okay.
Because the judge finally said, first he asked Zenny's attorney, well, are you going to want to cross-examine him? And the attorney was kind of like, well, yeah, I'm going to want to. And then the judge said, I don't see how any of this is relevant to this case.
Which
None
the
of
judge
this
was amazing, I think.
Yeah,
The
he
judge
says,
did
I don't
great
see how
today.
any of this is relevant. This therapist testifying at all has anything to do with this case. And then Zenny's attorney said, okay, then I don't want to cross-examine him.
Oh, so he's not.
So it's over with that guy.
Well, good. Good.
Yeah.
And you know what? I cannot wait to let them know what he said. I really can't. Cannot
he
wait to get
said-
that response.
He said DCFS said put him in a locked room.
He claimed, no, he straight up said that the
CPI.
CPI was locking him in the room and was not letting him out, which caused significant behavioral
Emotional trauma.
and emotional trauma. Yes. Like
Oh my
he
geez.
straight up stated it like a fact. And I was like,
Yeah.
that's when I was like, oh, hell no. Like,
And
That's
no.
when Tiffany had to leave.
I had to. I was like, I'm about to
And I
leave.
think I was watching the other night, Crash Out Katina may have the old video of G explaining why the doorknob is changed and stuff like that. So y'all can check with him if Dylan doesn't have it, which
Yeah,
I'm
I
sure
got
she
it.
does.
Yeah. Nikki,
Somebody
sorry,
asked,
go- oh, go ahead,
Patriot
Belinda.
Mama asked, please ask if they stated certified BCBA.
No, not that I know of.
Not any specific
And I wanted to let Nikki
certifications.
speak before.
I'll be quick, and I'm going to jump
Sorry.
down.
No, you're fine.
Okay, so I have I
Yeah.
have a question. So that sorry, hold on. That
okay.
therapist person, wannabe, whatever, is that
Uh-huh.
the same one that told Gabby that Cam's head isn't attached to his spine?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think it was, I know he's appointed by DCF. He
I wonder
doesn't
if
work
they
for the
wanted him.
Child Advocacy Center. He's just an appointed, I know. But I don't know if that's the same therapist, but
No, I'm just wondering.
the judge
could be
even
brought
picked
up,
up that, like, I think the judge was kind of wondering why was he even assigned to the case, or
Yeah.
why he's even there, and if he's not licensed, how is he even being like
Right?
sent these cases? Like, I that's what I picked up, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, I just want to know if anybody knew that. Okay, I now
weird.
have a statement, and then I'm going to jump down.
Yeah.
Okay, so this woman, Coco, was in there, and she recorded 2 hours, right?
2.5.
Two and a half. Okay. Again, the name is Coco, right? Okay. So Gabby went live right when she got out of there and in the car. And you know what she said? I don't really believe in coincidences, but you know what she said? When she gets home, she's going to have a hot cup of cocoa.
Oh.
I
She sure
mean,
did.
that's a little weird. And with her, there's no coincidences. I just,
Yeah.
she
I think
was
I'm gonna
on
go home and
Mimi's
have a
live.
hot cup of cocoa with sprinkles and marshmallows and whipped cream.
Really, it's the middle
What?
of summer. It's hot as hell. And then all of a sudden she brings up cocoa. I'm
You
sorry,
could
I don't
barely
believe that's
walk
coincidence.
around that place. Like, it was
Yeah.
I would say
so
after
hot.
And she's sitting with
she
Mimi.
claimed she was sweating.
Yes, in that suit. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I think that is a hint. And that because she's got a big mouth and she never shuts the hell up. I think that was her fuck you to everyone. Like, ha! You know what I mean? Like, I got one over on you and that woman was recording for her.
It
That's
doesn't
my-
matter. They
Yeah.
would have
She said-
deleted it anyway.
Yeah, I know.
Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me?
Wait. Hi,
Zenny.
Zenny.
Okay.
All right,
Hey,
I'll
I
jump
have
in.
my headset or my earbud in, so I didn't know.
You're
I'm
fine.
on the way to dinner with my amazing
I
husband that
thought
also
you'd be
went to
done by
lunch
now,
with me.
girl.
Yeah. You what?
I thought you'd be done by now.
Shoot. No, I had to go home and recover from a full day of goddamn testimony.
I know, all day.
All day testimony. I mean, you'd have thought this was a murder trial. Anyways, I would like to say, as far as the Coco situation,
You heard
when I walked into the lobby of the courtroom, I noticed she was there with the group of individuals that the person I was going against, her person, the whole group that was there. I'm not going to say all of it.
Yeah.
And then when we went into the courtroom, they all kind of embraced each other, went into the courtroom and sat down together. The whole time I was testifying, I was able to look out into the audience and they were elbow to elbow. They went down to our first break together, and spent that whole time together. She came back, sat with them again. She did not sit on my side whatsoever. I don't know who she is. I have never spoke with her.
I let her
She forgot her vape, asked if anyone had one. She told me that she went and had coffee with Mimi and that Mimi told her
coffee. Yeah.
Yeah, bought her coffee. And that Mimi told her that her significant other or not, whatever, was on the Fish of Plenty and that he had ED.
Yep.
And then when she came back from that, she even sat on that side and then she just disappeared. So I do not know anything about her whatsoever.
She told me bye before she left. She did. I didn't even want to I was scared because she already got in trouble for recording.
Right.
So I didn't want the judge looking because the judge kept making eye contact with me and I'm trying not to, but I was sitting in that pew.
One thing I will say,
facing him.
I will say this is the judge is taking into consideration this. It shouldn't even be the magnitude of this case. He's very aware of it. That is why everyone was demanded to shut off their phones or leave because he knows that things got out last time. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I didn't realize you guys are sending me gifts. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Holy crap. Thank you for everything. And I'm sorry if I didn't. So that would, they already knew that. Because they have dealt with this type of thing before, I'm sure. And also, at request of, my attorney and stuff like that. Yeah. So I listen to all of you guys. I listen to everybody. I promise you I do. I'm trying to do my very best. We got the copyrights in.
You did great. You did great.
If everybody, with the copyright wants to send that to me, I might be able to get it in as proof as to harassment. I don't know. I can't guarantee it, but it might, I might. I can give it to them. You guys, thank you for the gift. I really do appreciate you. Yeah. So I'm gonna hop down so that way Tiff can do her live. You guys are all doing amazing. I am listening in.
I know you're going to dinner, but you're fine.
Yeah, I am. I am. Thank you guys. Thank you guys.
You did awesome, Daniel. I'm proud of you. I really am.
Thank you so much.
You answered.
It's been it was a long day. I'm dry. I'm dehydrated. I'm so dry.
You did great, though. You did amazing.
It was a very, very long day. And the thing is it's very easy when you speak truth, right? So we're not sitting there trying to come up with things. We're not stuttering. We're not pausing for long times because
No,
the
even
truth
when he
rolls
was
right off
rude
of
to
our tongue.
you and calling you colorblind, you were like, well, that was
He
very rude of
he
you.
he specifically asked me what color my husband's pants were, and I thought to myself, well, he's probably wearing dress pants, so they're probably either gray or they're black. I don't know that he has navy blue ones because my husband doesn't own
Mhm.
jeans. And honestly, the autism in me, that is one thing I'm going to call out. Like, I have to be specific. I need to know
Yeah.
specifics. And that
Yeah.
is one thing I needed to know. And I said, those are either gray or black. He said, are you colorblind? I said, actually, I kind of am.
It
And
was
then he
so
said,
like,
and
ugh.
laughed at me. And I said, that was so rude.
Yeah, you did.
And then he
And I was
walked
mad at
away
your
and nobody
lawyer.
said anything. No one said anything. And I said, no, that was considerably rude. And the
Yeah.
judge said that was absolutely,
He
and
said that was
reprimanded him.
uncalled for. He did. The judge
Right.
did stick up for you, but I was kind of pissed off a little bit at your lawyer for not intercepting
Right.
and
I think he was
objecting.
just kind
Like,
of taken back because what does the color of my husband's pants and a picture of me going out with a group of people in my own time to a restaurant to watch my goddaughter sing
oh yeah,
have
our photo
anything
out
to
to
do
eat.
with me being dangerous? He
Mhm.
tried to say the picture of me and all of the people that were with me that night at, I think it was Lucky Screw, watching my goddaughter because they were out of town. They wanted to see her in real life. They were there watching a thing, wanted to pick out every blue speck. So Baby Feisty was wearing a white t-shirt with
Oh yeah,
a
they
ocean
brought her
scene,
up
I
too.
believe.
Yeah.
The blue part in the ocean. Feisty was wearing a white shirt with blue tie-dye in it. Well, what
I was
color is that
wearing
shirt? I said,
maroon.
right. I said that's a white shirt with blue spots on it. So it's blue? Like as if they need to link me to a murder.
Yep. With the
They
color blue.
talk about our baby. And then they asked me what color someone else's shirt was, and it was teal. Like it's teal. Like I'm gonna tell you how it is. It was teal.
And most of
And
us
then of
had
course
kind of changed after
we had all changed.
court.
Everyone. Yeah,
Yeah,
even my
like we weren't
husband.
the same thing. It was just more comfortable. And I actually weren't, I didn't even wear blue to the dinner.
Right.
But I am the one like
Wore the
holding
same
up
thing when I
pictures.
saw you guys the other night.
I was the
And
one
then
using the
another
photo.
thing, right? Yes, and the other thing was brought up as to what's wrong with the color blue or whatever with the fingers up.
Yeah.
Bro, we always say fingers up when we mention blue because I always got to say, even though I'm wearing blue, F you to blue because I am a Buckeye, true and true. OH!
Or blue is
I-O.
offensive to
And
you.
the people in that picture, besides you, Tiff, which didn't you live in Ohio for a bit or no?
I did for a little bit, yep.
Exactly. So every single picture or person in that picture has lived in Ohio, and some of us lived within a neighborhood of each other, and we're all sitting there. So yes, we wore blue, but fuck blue at the same time, and that was brought in and taken out of evidence. Yeah, that's right. I-O.
Yo, Buckeyes.
That's right. Blue Nation. OHIO.
Oh no, you're fine.
I need an Ohio State shirt that says "fuck blue" or something. I don't know. Blue Nation, but on an Ohio State shirt. I don't know. Okay, I'm really gonna hop down.
Okay, love you.
I'm gonna listen
so
though.
proud of you.
Bye, love you.
Sorry, bossy.
Thank you
I think
guys.
it's bossy.
Bye.
No, I was
I
just
see.
curious if they asked her about Bobby because Bobby was wearing blue. So did they question that too?
No,
Like-
of course not. Nope, sure didn't. Sure didn't.
I'm just saying. I'm just
It
up
was
here to
just-
get justice for the cupcakes. That's all I'm here for.
It
Justice
was
for the cupcakes.
crazy. I can't even believe some of the stuff that was even allowed to be talked about.
When
It's
Gabby
so
went
irrelevant.
live talking about she was a diva, she got her eyebrows done, her nails done, bought a new suit, bought new shoes, bought a new pocketbook.
Gabby?
Yes,
They have
look
the
at me,
same
I'm the
fucking
diva.
striped pants on. She wears every fucking court hearing.
Oh, she said she went out and bought new everything.
She
Everything.
had like some kind of other jacket. I think she had the same striped pants on. Or wait, maybe no, they might have been gray. No, I
It
think
said
about
she
it.
went and bought a gray suit.
Yeah, well, I know she had a gray suit, like cover up, like the jacket, the suit jacket.
In 100-degree weather.
Yeah, hot as hell. Like we were pouring fucking sweat trying to walk to get lunch during the recess.
And I heard Aaron say about ever who it was recording, they tried to put that she was on our side and she wasn't. She was on their side. And
Well, I mean, I guess I don't. Okay, so it's so hard because I didn't really know who she was, right? From my understanding, she is more on this side, but she was chilling over there because she was welcomed and just was going to sit and listen to whatever. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. They were welcoming her in. Mimi bought her coffee, whatever. Mimi told her whatever. I don't know. She took ownership to it. She gave the bailiff her phone. I think she tried denying it at first. I don't know, but we were all telling on her because we didn't know who she was. Like, it wasn't us. It wasn't us over here. It was someone over there. I don't know. But I think she was. I don't know. I can't really say. I'm just gonna leave that alone. I don't know, but I hope. I would like to hear it in a way, but I'm just gonna leave it alone. Should have silenced your phone, I think. Are all there? Bossy. You alert?
I've seen people in the chat. If you would do a quick recap, someone just came in or something.
God, I feel like it's just like so much. I don't even know where to start again. Is that? Yeah, I'll put it on my YouTube. Where's Bossy? Is that her phone doing that? Is that Bossy's phone doing that? Hold on. Hold on, let me see. What is happening? Do y'all hear that too, or is it just on my end?
I don't hear nothing.
Bossy, you might have to drop and come back up. I can't hear. Oh yeah, okay. I just seen Tiffany. I feel like you should have been I know. Listen, if I would have been her lawyer, I would have objected to so much shit. Seriously, there's just no way I would have let that fly. Most of the questioning. I was getting so aggravated. I'm like, this is ridiculous. What is fucking happening? There we go. Gabby only cried when he tried. Yeah, I can hear you now. When he tried saying the CPI locked the little boy in the room. I can hear you now, though, Bossy.
I was just coming to get the justice for the cupcakes. That's all.
Oh, there you
That's
go.
all. Just for the cupcakes. Yeah. Because how dare you go after those beautiful cupcakes because they're blue, you weirdo.
I know, right? Seriously. It's crazy. What did someone just say? Cried when the therapist, who is not a licensed therapist but was referred by DCF, stated under oath on the witness stand that the CPI was locking the child in the room and not letting them out at home. Crazy as fuck. Tiff, this should be the question.
That's because CPI don't live there.
And CPI would never.
Right.
They will remove a child if you were locking them in a bedroom. What the fuck? I had to walk. Like I was getting so aggravated with this therapist testimony. I'm like, I gotta go. I'm gonna end up fucking snapping. I'm gonna go to jail for contempt. I don't know. I gotta get out of here.
I know you weren't there the whole day. I know Pixie was like any of her recent actions brought up, like the orbs or like the hallucinations. Was any of that mentioned?
No, not yet. But they only spoke on, so the hearing was supposed to start at 9. It didn't start at 9. It started quite late. So I probably missed I think 45 minutes or so, which was like opening statements and whatnot. But I think that's a good point. And I think the hallucination thing should most definitely be brought into this.
Yeah, because it speaks volumes to her mental stability.
Yeah. They're bringing up so many different things that have nothing to do with this case. Nothing to do with why she needs a restraining order. Like, all of Gabby's, like, fucking defense or whatever has nothing to do with why she needs an RO against Zenial. Zenial's defense is more so catching Gabby walking past her house multiple times. Still, after the temporary injunction that's still active, they have her on camera walking near her home multiple times. Like, she watches everything she posts. They had a fucking, when I say they got a binder and that motherfucker on the table, like this, nothing but papers and stacks upon stacks all over their table. It looks so fucking messy. Then Zenial's lawyer had his little laptop with his little, like a couple of pads of paper. But he was stressed today. He was
I just have a
Was
question.
Gabby's lawyer as old as his VCOR was in his office?
Yes. He's like 100 years old. Hey, Ketty.
Hey, I just have a question. Was the
Yeah.
attempted kidnapping brought up?
Yes. Yes, it was. And the cop that she reported to was there to testify, who they forgot was there and left in a witness room for all day, all fucking day until like, what, Pixie, like 2:50, 3:00 maybe, that they finally called the cop out of the witness room. They forgot she was fucking there. And that wasn't even Zenial's witness. That was Gabby's witness. And Zenial's lawyer had to tell the judge, Your Honor, we have a law enforcement that's a witness for the defendant. And she informed me that she needs to leave to pick up her child. Can we please just bump to that so that she can get out? Like, he was decent enough to even though it's not his witness, to allow her to come out and testify and leave because she'd been stuck in the room all fucking day, all day.
Because I believe that that little bit that the kidnapping thing. I don't think Gabby showed the whole conversation. She only showed which fit her narrative.
Right. So they did bring
what did
up
they ask the cop?
they asked the cop if what did she ever reply to a call made into Gabby's house, and was it in regards to Zenial? And then they questioned about if Gabby's son was there. I'm trying so hard not to say his name because I know she's fucking lurking and waiting. But asking if her son was there, and how many times has that officer went to her house, which she said a good handful was her answer, multiple times. And every time she had been there, he was there. And Zenial's attorney asked, have you ever met my client over here? Have you ever seen her, spoke to her, questioned her? And the cop said no. And then Zenial's lawyer used the cop as a strategy to identify the pew-pew that was seen in the door, to which Gabby tried to act like she never fucking posted that fucking video. She did. She tried to act like she never made a video or posted it with a pew-pew or BB gun in the door. And her dumbass lawyer tried to say, that's not my client's username or something. It was like Momentum, what it was. That is
we
her
knew that was
fucking
coming.
username. Like, what? Like, come on. That's crazy.
I saw someone ask, and I got a message about this as well. Was the past court cases brought up? Because if she's using similar evidence, right, then that disproves that it's even Zenial, because she tried to use it in the past.
Well, she has not been on the stand yet. That'll be at the next hearing. So I feel like that's when they're going to be able to, thank you. That they're going to be able to cross her, question her. Zenial's lawyer will be able to question whatever he feels is necessary. The 911 call, I know. That's why I was literally I was getting so aggravated in the courtroom. Serious. I'm like, she literally called the police and said for them that she was in the parking lot and she had this pellet or whatever, BB, and to have them confirm it's not a pew-pew. Like, hello? the inconsistencies and the lies, like I don't get it. I couldn't wrap my
But she
fucking
was
head
sitting
around
in her
it.
SUV.
Yeah, there's a whole 911 call, which I'm sure Daniel's lawyer has, and I'm sure he will, probably address that when it's time to question her. I would think. I would think so. Yeah, SVU is what she said. Yep, sure enough did. She sure enough did. But she did. She tried to make her lawyer think that was not her account. Because the Daniel's attorney provided a screenshot of the video, to which Gabby's lawyer tried to argue that that could have been taken anywhere from anyone's page. She didn't see it with her own eyes. She only seen it from whatever was sent to her or something. It's like, no, dude. She posted it on her own freaking channel, which is weird that she took it down. Don't you fucking think? Plenty of people still have it. Yeah, Aaron got out the car.
Bean was, I say, Bean was in the freaking video, like closing the door when we all saw it.
Yeah, and Danielle did, because her lawyer was able to like the Gabby's lawyer questioned her about it, and then Danielle's lawyer was also able to question Danielle about it, to where he kind of corrected whatever they were trying to fucking do. Like, did you see the whole video, or was a screenshot just sent to you? And then she clarified, no, I seen the whole video. I was notified, and then I went and watched it myself to make sure it wasn't manipulated or false information being sent to me, and it was in fact there. So I don't know. She did really good. She did amazing, even though Gabby's lawyer sucked ass. He was very, very old.
Well, now we know how she could afford him. She probably got him like that Groupon deal. That's how she got him.
I have no clue. And then I literally seen her previous attorney, the one Kaylee got for her, downstairs during recess when I was making my way back up after we went and had lunch. And he's like, oh, what are you doing here? I'm like, oh, I'm actually upstairs with in a case with your former client. You want to come up and watch? He's like, absolutely not. Not happening. And then I guess him and Columbo, which I didn't even know they were cool or friends, were laughing that she hired Steinberg, apparently. That's what I was told by him anyways. But I didn't want to be there all day. I didn't expect to be at all. I was just hoping to stop in for a little bit, say hey, feel it out, and then leave. Yes, Kaylee did have boots on the ground, yeah. That's who I always sit with. She's actually really cool. I don't know what her name is, but she's really cool. I have a lot of people asking for a box. I don't know who they are. Gabby's lawyer was there when Eve ate the apple. Yeah, I think so. But he talks so slow and just like drags it out. It's like, it's frustrating. It's very, very frustrating. I wanted to yell objection so many times.
I mean, to be honest, from
The lawyer
that
might
interior, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
Oh, by the interior? Yeah, Casino Girls video had me dying, dude. With the pillow and the carpet and the paint on the floor and all this stuff. I was like, oh, Lord. It matches perfectly. Literally. That's who her feet are. Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know how much he costs. I have no clue. I don't think he's expensive, though. But he needs to go on. He needs to go on somewhere. It's time to retire. It's time to retire. Butt donut. There you go. Yes. Oh, God. Yes, I'll post it on YouTube. I may call and see. Right? I have court tomorrow myself. Yay. Hopefully, I get my revenge. I don't know who's all... I know, Shay, yeah.
Don't revenge. Call it something else. We got to think of a different word. Revenge sounds so evil.
Revenge. My justice. Justice?
That one. Yeah. Your justice.
Yeah.
Your justice.
And there's one.
Who's watching?
About 3 of us.
What you watching? Price is Right. But no, my justice. Yes, I look forward to it. I'm kind of nervous. I still have a lot to print out. Wheel of Fortune. Yes. Yes.
Well, good luck.
That's what it was.
I'm gonna get down to move over. So my child's coming. Thank you for letting me come up here and get justice for the cupcakes.
No problem. You're welcome.
Those cupcakes did nothing to Gabby.
I guess I missed that part this morning. But thank you. Pixie, are you still here? I know G was fucking cocky after court, I heard. She ain't got no reason to be. She really don't. She doesn't. And Zeniel's lawyer needs to file the motion for cause of, oh gosh, motion to show cause of violation. That's what I had to file on my end, which I don't know why she included that in her evidence. Anyways, my situation, but that's what Zeniel's lawyer needs to file. But I guess he's just gonna do it in court. I have no freaking clue. I have lots of stuff to get done and print and whatnot. No, when she goes on stand, oh my God. Like I can't. That's going to be a good one. That's going to be a real good one. It is. Sorry, but it is. Sorry, the comments are going by so quick. He did say much, but he was stressed because he had to get to a murder trial thing for a witness, and I don't know. He just had a lot of stuff going on in his head, like all at once, I think. I know. Her testifying is going to be epic. It really is. She only got emotional once, and that was when the unlicensed state-appointed therapist was saying he was being locked in a room. I'm like, the fuck? Crazy as hell. You won't miss it, you know. Yeah, for real. What happened with what? Record recording? I don't know. I have no clue. Today was like just the next hearing. I think it's November 18th. Yes, insanity. That's what I was told too by Gabby's previous attorney. He was just like laughing. I'm like, I hope we're not here all day. He's like, joke's on you, sucker, because you're going to be there all day. Oh, man, that's crazy. I just want them to hurry up and get it over with. And I feel like a motion to show cause of her violating should be entered in. That's what I would do. That's what I did for my situation. And I had a hearing within like 2.5 weeks. She shouldn't be free until November because it is on camera of her being less than 500 feet away from Zeniel's house. Like it's there. I seen the footage when Zeniel's lawyer was showing it to Gabby's. I was watching it. I could see it. I was sitting right there. It is indisputable proof. She was right across the fucking street. Way less than 500 feet. It's only like 500 feet. Oh, y'all don't live in Cape, so it's hard to explain. Like a lot, like a property lot, like a standard, not like, I think it's like half an acre or something. So I don't know, 1/4 of an acre. It's small. standard lot. It's like 3 little houses away. It's not a big amount of space that people think it is. It's really not. It's not far at all. But she was literally right across the street, and her video caught the fucking mailbox she was standing by, which was like her neighbor's address. It was just on the other side of the street. It's all on video. So there's no disputing that. The only thing her lawyer's trying to dispute is the time. Oh, there's no timestamp on that, this and that. Okay, fine. Then we'll get the timestamp. Cool. Done and over with. Yeah. Yeah, so I think Cape lots are half acre. I believe it's half acre lots or quarter even. I don't even know. I have to look it up, be honest. I don't know who's all requested. But anyways, y'all, quarter. Thank you. I believe it's quarter, yeah. I do have mods, but they probably hightailed it because they're tired too. I'm tired. Why? Who's doing some stuff? Who's doing some fuckery? It's been a damn day, that's right. If I hear back, if I hear back from the person that was falsely accused, hold on, I don't do battles, sorry. Falsely accused of locking a child into a bedroom, I'll let you guys know because I'm definitely letting them know. I'm gonna let the whole fucking department know. And I have his whole name, first, middle, and last. And I'm gonna let them all know what he said under oath because I don't think that's right at all. Coco, she said she had a gift from when Chance passed. I don't know. She forgot it at the hotel room, but I don't know. That whole situation was crazy because I didn't know who the hell she was. Didn't have a clue. Who? Nope, they did not charge Coco, no. I thought they were going to. They hadn't. I really did because after recess he was going to do the whole contempt thing, and then they had like an officer, like an arresting officer, like chilling outside the courthouse. I'm like, oh shit, someone going in. Someone about to go in. I don't know who it is, but he walked away. There are 2 Cocos, yeah. And there was one there today. Oh Jesus. Beautiful disaster. I'm like, I don't know. I wouldn't have, me personally, me myself, I would not have been sitting nowhere near Mimi, Bobby, Aaron, Gabby. No, thank you. What the fuck? So Gabby posted a video that she was mistaken for an attorney and that's her sign to go to law school. Bitch, you didn't look nothing like a fucking attorney today. You look like a fucking gray Oompa Loompa. That's what you looked like. Just so you know. And your man that was taking pictures of Zeniel's husband and the other lovely lady and me standing there talking, it better not be showing my ass on his camera, okay? All right? I know what his repost used to look like, and I want nothing to do with that. I know damn well you weren't no mistaken for no fucking attorney, girl. Shit. Get out of your fucking head. The hell? Oh my God. Oh my Lord. I can't. Fuck. Well, the therapist is allegedly still seeing him, so I would, for anyone that wants to know if DCF is still in her life, I know that she is still under an investigation. I know that her child is still seeing the state appointed therapist who I don't know how the fuck he is state appointed because he doesn't have a license for any of this. So yeah, I don't know anything about a family court case open. I don't know anything about that. I just know she's still under an investigation. I do know that. Or I feel as though. I should say I feel as though. Hey, dipshits.
Right.
Oh, I knocked over my
that was some
charger.
crazy shit.
Yeah.
Man, I'd have taken Mike and Mike back in the corner and been like, hey, go into the chamber and talk to the judge. You know what I mean? Like, let's get this shit
I didn't
done.
even realize he was talking to. I walked in. You're talking about Michael and the other Michael Colombo. Yeah. I didn't realize he was talking to Colombo, but I walk in from security and I hear, "What are you doing? Recording a video or something?" I didn't even realize he was talking to me at first till I turned around, and then he was talking about how him and Colombo were just joking about her hiring Steinberg. Yeah.
Damn. So I have a genuine question.
Yeah.
Do you think that old fart, a lawyer of hers, right? That old geezer.
Yeah.
You hear me, Gabby? He's an old fucking fart.
He's retired.
He probably wears diapers. So
He was not at court, no.
Anyways, but do you think they stalled it on purpose that way? Because you said X didn't get on there a lot, right? It was more about G.
No, Zeniel was on the stand like
a lot,
most of the fucking day. Most of the day.
Oh,
yes.
So the cross examination hasn't been done yet, right?
Not on Gabby.
Well, then that's goal, you guys. It sucks that it's got to be stretched that way for Cam, but
yeah,
no buts. It's Cam. It's really sad. That breaks my heart.
Yeah.
Let it go that long, but man, they're gonna like smear her like butter on bread, right?
Yeah. And so Zeniel, like her witnesses didn't really get to testify. The only witnesses that were able to talk was the cop that she filed the initial bullshit complaints, which again was so misworded. Like the way Gabby must have described it or whatever at that time. It's, when they were asking to see if her car was in the driveway, they made it seem like they were looking for her son. That thing.
Right.
A while ago.
Right. Way back.
Yeah, it wasn't worded correctly whatsoever. And even so, Zeniel didn't like cooperate with it. So why is that being used against her right now?
Especially if it wasn't a big issue. Like, what the hell?
It's like so many things. I'm just like,
that's how Pink got brought into it then, huh?
Yeah, because they tried to twist shit around.
Yeah,
so she wanted a picture of her
that's
Gabby's son, and that's not what it was. It was like
It
it's
wasn't.
her car there. That's what it was.
It was. It got blown all the fuck out.
It did, but again, Zeniel didn't cooperate. And then Zeniel confided in her friend Meg, who was sitting with Gabby now, I guess. I don't know if she's still sitting with her, but she was.
Yeah.
And then Meg decided to just blast that all over the internet and twist the fucking words around like they were looking to see if he was home. But really, they just want to know if Gabby's car was there. It was nothing to do with the child. It's just fucking stupid.
It is stupid. And that, the verbiage, God has said cuss. C-U-S-S. Cuss, not cut, Gabby.
Yeah.
Okay, clean your fucking ears out, bitch. Got it? Like, damn.
I just I was hoping that the lawyers we hired had a partner that could step in for him because it is just so.
Yeah, it just keeps telling me, man, they probably just stalled the shit. They wanted to take their time so it can be continued. Like, poor little Cam.
I'm still mind blown by that therapist's fucking testimony today. I was like,
he has no license? That blew my mind.
He just has certificates. He did online courses and did Penn Foster and I don't know, something like that. But the judge said, "Are you licensed?" And he said no.
So why the fuck you here?
So how is he even being
credible? Yeah.
How is he even being used by DCF though? That's
wild.
What I'm confused about. Like, how are you guys? Because he was referred by DCF to work
Right.
with the little boy, but he's not even a licensed psychiatrist or pediatric psychiatrist or pediatric therapist. The CAC has dozens of licensed,
Development problems. He's
certified.
unlicensed. That's like shady shit right
Yeah.
there. Like,
And he said
you
he
wouldn't be
has
near
a
my
stack
kid.
of certifications for all these different
I don't
things.
give a fuck. It was 20 years. You better get your license, bitch.
Yeah, but that's why the judge was like, so how many hours did you spend on, like, the judge was even kind of like, this was weird. Didn't
I
make
want to know.
sense.
I want to know something. Like, I want to dig. Yes, you hear me, G? I want to dig. I wonder if it's a so-called Mimi friend of a Mimi friend of a Mimi friend from way back. You know what I'm saying?
I know. I
Absolutely
was thinking, because I'm like,
something's
there ain't
kissing
no
somebody's ass.
fucking
Yeah.
way. Because I'm literally, that's why the whole time I'm like, there ain't no motherfucking way.
Third cousin,
person-
fucking whatever, third uncle.
Yeah, like a therapist that's hired by Department of Children and Families would go
Right.
on a stand and say that the CPI was locking the child in the room and refusing to let them out. There's no fucking way.
No.
They hire you, they reference you, and then you're not licensed? Like, what?
I don't think you can do that, can you? Isn't it a fire hazard off? I mean, that's code. That's fire hazard, ain't it? The fire department, first off, any child.
They would not allow.
No.
They would never lock a child in
Allow.
a room and not let them out. They would never do that.
That's huge fire hazard,
Yes.
first of all.
Children are removed for them being locked in a room, you know, and neglected.
And
stuff.
why'd they give you, like Feisty said, why'd they give you new ones if there wasn't a fucking issue?
It's fucking crazy, but I mean, the people that were
I bet
there,
you're just
we heard
tired and
his,
exhausted, girl.
yeah, we were there. We heard his whole name. He said his first, middle, and last, which is odd, but okay. But I'm waiting to hear back. So I want to know, like,
Yeah.
are y'all aware that this therapist that you guys are allegedly hiring is telling on the stand, testifying under oath that you locked this little boy in a room and did not let him out, and that you caused a lot of emotional distress and damage to this little boy, and he works through cases he's referred to by DCF. What?
And did I hear that right earlier? And he spoke and said that they don't want to re-traumatize him. Did I hear that right?
He said he did not want to question him over like new incidents or bring up old ones to cause more trauma.
Yeah.
Instead of, like healing and moving forward, he doesn't want to bring back previous memories and reopen the wounds or cause any more harm.
That's going to be a couple hours, if that, compared to his fucking till November in the bedroom locked.
Exactly. No shit, Sherlock. And I love that username. Why didn't he report it? If he was being locked into a room by a CPI, why would he not report that? Because you're not allowed to do that.
Nope. It's a fucked up deal. Well, everybody pray for Cam, please, please.
Yeah.
Hashtag pray for Cameron. Until we can get something going. Like, this is fucked up. It's wrong.
Well, I'm hoping I hear back from, because
I hope you get some
being
sleep.
accused. I know who's being accused of this.
Yes.
From last year. So I'm hoping I hear back.
Good. I'll send you good jujus. I'll
Yeah,
flick them your way. Good jujus. Well, I hope you get some sleep,
Deborah.
sweetie. Thanks for letting me
you.
up. I appreciate you.
I appreciate
Have a good
you
one.
too. Bye.
Be safe. Bye.
Thanks. That part, Marissa, it does confirm that he was being locked up, and to which she tried to say DCF gave her the doorknob. Do I have that mistaken? I'm pretty sure she tried to claim that. Like,
She did.
I just have such a headache from today.
Here's a thought, just from cases like that I've worked on. Could they have told her you need to find a counselor, right, or a therapist?
He claimed he was state appointed.
Really? He said
Yes.
state appointed.
Through that he was appointed through Department of Children and Families.
Oh, well, there goes my theory then. Because I said sometimes they'll say you need to find somebody. If you don't, then we will. You know what I mean? And we know how Gabby and Mimi work. They find unlicensed people and people like chiropractors and stuff like that to give diagnoses. So that's why I was like,
It is very, I mean, who fucking knows? It's very possible he just said whatever.
And maybe he said state appointed because they said that that's what you have to do.
He was a little, I guess I could say he was a little bit cautious. I'm actually going to look him up while I'm on here. But he was a little bit cautious with his wording when he was talking about Department of Children and Families, how he's worked with them before. He's testified in court before, at least 8 times, blah, blah, blah. I just was fucking mind blown when he literally said the CPI was locking him in the room. I'm like, no, the fuck is
yeah. See, maybe that would be my guess, and maybe they didn't look to see if he was licensed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the judge was the one that had to ask.
Seeing this counselor. Yeah, it makes me wonder if that judge knows he's not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. By the way he was answering questions, the judge is like, how long was your classes for the certificate? And he said that he had a stack of qualifiable, I don't know, certificates or something. But the judge is like, so how long were you in school for? What school did you go to? And how many hours did you spend? And he said the 8 weeks or something. And the judge is like, are you licensed? And he said no.
An hour a day. Like, what? 8 weeks, an hour a day. That's crazy.
Hour a day, yep.
All right. Well, that was my thought, and maybe he still says state appointed because that's what they said she had to do, you know what I mean, to find one. I mean, it's a thought.
He tried to make it seem like it was
at the state
DCF. That it was like that he was contacted by DCF to be a therapist.
That's crazy. Make your airplane.
Just this whole thing bugs the shit out of me.
Airplane now I gotta fix. It bugs me too. But I'm gonna hop out.
Okay, all right, Sam. Thanks.
Because I'm trying everything. Sorry. Hey, Tiffany. Thanks for reporting for us. But so I have a couple of questions around this whole therapy thing. Because when she talks about the seclusion and restraint, like I do a counter post on it because I know the laws very well in that.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. So did they mention ABA at all, but they were questioning him on his credentials?
They did.
Okay, so here's the thing.
The other one that Gabby was claiming she was taking. And I can't remember. It was, oh my gosh.
The CBI or whatever?
Yeah, something like that. Okay. The thing she claimed she was in. Yes.
Okay, so the ABAs, that is a certification in most states. For example, my
EDMR is what it was. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. My state requires BCBAs to be licensed now for my state, but there's not a lot of states that require licensure for the ABA therapist. Then you get into a BC ABA, which is like it's the assistant. So your ABA will go in and do the evaluation, and then you have these quote unquote assistants that come in to actually do the therapy.
Yeah.
All they need, are you ready? I'm glad you're sitting down because you're ready. All they need is a high school diploma.
Oh no.
Okay.
I'm literally Googling what.
Well, I've got his info actually. So I'll just jump in real quick.
Oh yeah.
Who he is.
I was sitting next to, sitting next to your people, your guys' people. That's
I just wanted to jump in. I made a mistake earlier and called him a functional neurologist because that is what Gabby had told me had originally been there. This gentleman he does have his master's of mental health counseling from Ashford University. He is not licensed as of 2023. He has some certifications in trauma and trauma therapy, nothing specific to children. So that is probably why the judge said he wasn't an expert.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah,
because he
did
would
say
have to
that.
be a child specialist.
Right, and he was questioned on how long has he been practicing and this and that, and he did say around like 7 to 8 years is what he said. And then I don't exactly recall. But when the judge asked if he was licensed, he said no.
No,
I don't
and
know if
it looks from his licensing in Lee County that it expired in 2023.
Yeah, so he probably had to be honest with those things. But it's
Right.
just like, I don't know. He said he had to knock a certain way when he stops by because if he doesn't, Cameron takes off running to hide or something. It causes
Well, we
more
know who's
stress.
created that fear.
It was like, my mind was blown.
Anyway, I just wanted to clarify that so that you guys know he does have his master's. So I suspect that probably those extra certifications as an adjunct to his master's were maybe done at Penn Foster.
Yes.
But again, they're not child specific. They're just trauma.
He said he started treating, like being a part of Gabby's life within the last year. So I'm assuming it was last year when family court and all that stuff went down, or safety plan or whatever. That's when he got involved to start doing therapy and whatnot.
Yeah. And I think it is the same guy because I remember his first name and her mentioning him to us about that whole, and he probably did explain it to her, the whole like brain body connection, but she took it to mean that his head wasn't attached to his spine. And that's what brain body connection, and some therapists talk about the brain body connection. And that is a thing, but it's not a literal thing.
Yeah, somebody mentioned that in the comments. Is that the same guy that said that his head was not attached?
Well, she said he said that, but I suspect he probably just didn't explain it so that she would understand it. And I remember her telling us that and me afterwards going, I bet he was talking about the brain body connection. And he said they're not connected. And so she thought, oh, that means his head's not connected to his
the way
spine.
she took it in with her freaking adolescent mindset.
Well, absolutely. And rather than her asking more questions, so what does that mean? She took it that way.
Went with it. Of course.
Yeah. Exactly. Anyway, I'm going to jump down. I just wanted to clear that up so that you knew what that was and who, like, what his actual not certified, but
is what it is.
His license expired, but he does have a master's
2 years ago. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Thanks so much.
Thanks.
And I'll get back on the other situation.
Oh, okay. All right. No rush.
I finished rewatching it all.
Okay. No rush. Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye. But yeah, I'm actually looking this guy up right now, to be honest with you. Because nothing is pediatric. Is that what she just said? Nothing is pediatric? Huh. That is so weird. I'm on the NPIDB. That's what I'm on right now, but hold on. I have his NPI number. Oh shit. I hate this thing. NPPES. Okay. Yeah, because his name is a tongue twister. And like the person I was sitting next to when I was like telling them his name, it literally was a tongue twister. Behavior health. Yeah, I'll look it up. So it was NPPES. Okay. I have his NPI. Yeah, I think that's where I was. Fuck. No, I lost his NPI number. Hold on. I'm looking it up because I need to know. His name is so weird. So weird. It's a tongue twister for sure. I don't know, but if his license expired 2 years ago and he was appointed a year ago, that's a little odd. It's a little bit odd. Just saying. Yeah. Yeah, it's where I'm well, yeah, I'm gonna get there. Shit, where's my pen? Leave. Where'd it go? Yeah, oh. I just could not believe the shit. I was like, I gotta get out. I gotta go. I got to leave. I didn't even plan on coming today, but that pissed me off. I wanted to hear some more testimonies, what I was hoping for. Okay, let me get his NPI number. Got that. I still have to print out so much stuff. I have court tomorrow myself, and I'm like so tired already. All right, paste. Oh, what? All right, got that. I hope he does too, and he better get his Samuel's lawyer. He was great last time, but this time he was slacking like big time. But I could tell like he was stressed the fuck out. He really was. Yeah, like his NPI is even like coming up not valid. Since 2024. Yeah, 2 years. Okay. 2 years ago. It's just so weird to me.
Hey, did we ever find out who I thought? There was a woman with brown shoulder length curly hair.
Yes, I know who she is.
Okay, I thought it was Darlene, so I did mistakenly assume that. That was my assumption. I never saw the woman's face. I only saw her from the back, so I did make an assumption.
She's tall, so I could see how you could.
Well, I never even saw her standing up. I just saw her from behind, and made an assumption that I was wrong in. So I just wanted to come back up and clarify that. Because there were a couple of questions, including in a Discord saying I said it with my whole chest. I don't know if I said it with my whole chest, but I did make an assumption on who it was. I was mistaken. Again, couldn't see faces as I was sitting in the back. Anyway, just wanted to hop back up.
No, from the back, I could see how that would look like her.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I could see that.
Thank you for backing me on that.
That woman is amazing. She actually brought me a lot of stuff to donate to like children and families and clothes.
Now, even if this were, and I just want to say this too, like I'm still a little mind blown at who they might be having working with some of these children on any sort of consistent basis. Again, if it was an ABA therapist, that would make sense to some extent. But again, Gabi would be feeding a lot of the information to the therapist. And that's where I think things are going to get very interesting in terms of bringing up if the mother is able to coach or how much coaching might be going on and how much information the therapists and CPI or any investigators are getting from mom.
No, and I'm sorry, but a CPI is not going to lock a child in a bedroom. It's not going to happen. And if it did, then he should have reported that.
Right.
If that is true, him as a therapist or whatever should have reported it. I don't think it's ever happening, but if it did, he should have reported it, and he did not.
Right, and that's a good question as well. I think we're hoping Gabi takes the stand, right? I'm sure she definitely wants to, because she sees this as a defend all. But I think kind of letting them go down that road isn't necessarily a bad strategy a little bit. Mm-hmm. Because if Gabi is the one constantly being brought up and Zenny's already, before you got there, she to have several questions asked by her attorney before he was done and cross-examining started.
where she was able to adamantly say over and over again, I've never seen the child in person. I've never interacted. I've never threatened, harmed him, done anything. They did bring up some other questions on how Zenny got in contact or made contact and what her intention was, which was, wow, this lady lives up the street. She's online, like looking distressful, walking by my house. And then I see her and realize, oh, well, I have an autistic kid. She has one. So I'll reach out to her. I live, and that Gabby reacted apparently very horribly. This is what Zenny, what said on the stand with her experience. And then Danny did get brought up, but that was shut down pretty quickly and objected and insisted.
It did, from the park incident. The park incident was brought up.
Even the
fairly
messages,
quickly,
hearsay.
But the way Gabby, of course, we know how she has tried to twist that story for so long.
Right.
She tried again, and her lawyer tried again to twist that story. And then
which is interesting because he's the one objected to that whole line of questioning until he wanted to try and bring it up again. And really, ideally, they should have had Danny as a witness, frankly, so that she could be also cross-examined when it's Gabby's turn to present her case on behalf of her child.
It seems like the judge is taking it very. I don't think I've ever seen a restraining order hearing go this way. It's not even in the same courtroom that it usually should be.
They usually are. I know. Well,
I actually have to go into a RO trial proof of cause hearing tomorrow.
Right.
I'm going in the RO courtroom. I'm not it's just so.
This
weird.
isn't in the family law. One of the family law.
This is weird.
Right.
It's weird. The whole thing is fucking weird.
I do have to wonder because usually attorneys, if they're, Zenny's attorney blocked out the whole day, right? And maybe even, I don't know beyond that how much was blocked out. I did hear it the full day. So we knew that today. I don't know how he ended up with a witness going on with another trial at the same time, but that definitely I did, and I agree with you, was taking maybe some attention and focus away from, this case. He did a good job in the morning, I thought, and I do feel like he did a good job getting Zenny to portray, the fear and anxiety that this has brought about. There was a question too. I did want to interject to it earlier. I forgot this about the ROs. Zenny was able to answer a couple of questions about that a bit creatively, including how many previous ROs that Gabby has been involved with. And Judge Perez really picked up on that. And I actually saw his eyebrows kind of like, oh, that's interesting. That's
so
a
they
lot.
did mention the previous ROs prior. Okay, good.
Yeah, she was able to kind of slip that in. I can't remember if it was objected to after or not. Again, I wasn't taking notes like that other person I saw was. And let me clarify that. So I think that woman sitting next to Mimi with the blondish hair, that was the person you saw taking the video.
No, wait,
the person I saw
her
taking notes didn't have the video then. Because the person I saw taking notes was sitting on Zenniel's side with short brown hair. But there was a lady
I was sitting next to her. She's okay. I think she was just trying to keep. Cool. Yeah, she was just trying to keep track of.
Well, she got the play-by-play, girl. Yeah, she got the play-by-play. I can't remember at all.
At the last hearing as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
She's okay. Yeah, but the one that was recording. I didn't know who she was, and it was so weird. There was like a hair floating.
I assumed, her and Mimi were just shucking it up in the hearing. I mean, I thought they were best buds. I didn't know who the lady was.
I really, truly thought they were friends until she came up to us after they took her phone. And then she said, I messaged you and I have the gift about Chance. I left at the hotel room and I was like, you're that one. I didn't know because
you didn't type who this
people
person
there
was.
I didn't know by face. Literally, I only recognized.
So the three people that were there on Zenny's side were definitely supporting her. One was taking intent notes, so that sounded to be
that one's okay, and that's
cool.
That's
good to know for the future.
Yeah,
as we all now get to wait until November.
Right, that's crazy, but I still think her lawyer. Just my opinion, like I did on my own case as pro se.
Yeah.
needs to submit a motion to show cause of her violating that RO. They would have a hearing in 2 weeks.
Did he not do that yet?
No, I think he planned on, well, he like had just like touched the iceberg, like the tip of the iceberg today when it came in regards to her like walking close. And then,
Right.
of course, Gabby's lawyer objected the USB
He objected to the map picture. He objected to one of the map pictures. He did object to the picture with the pew-pews because he was asking, well, there's not a date on this. And that's when they said, or the judge asked, is there a video? And that's when the whole mention of maybe the video being submitted as evidence because that would be date stamped.
Yep. And then her lawyer, Gabby's lawyer, threw a fit that he had not seen the video yet.
Right.
And then I guess they also, Daniel's lawyer, objected to a USB drive that they had, and the judge approved that objection because he had not seen the USB.
Right.
So when Gabby's lawyer objected to the USB for not seeing it yet, the judge is like, well, I can't approve your objection when you didn't see their USB and then sustain for, years to go through. Like, it doesn't work like that. So then he tried to sit down and show him the USB drive on what he was submitting into evidence. And all that's, I seen the whole thing he was showing.
And I do think, I will say the one thing that I took away that I thought was a strength, two things for Xennial's side thus far, and we have a long way to go, thus far, is that I think she was able to express the kind of emotion that she needed to portray on how this has affected Xennial and her family on a personal level.
Well, she was accused of a serious accusation. I'm sorry, but that is a very, very serious accusation.
The strikes that Miss Jacobson takes a tremendous amount of time on, that previous ROs and other cases.
Blaming
DCF involvement. And also it's showing they have been able to get enough of a pattern of behavior where Zenny, other than the drive-by in which she was invited to, and she was able to discuss the lovely picture of God and guns in our home or something that's outside of the Jacobson's property.
Those are all gone now,
that was
though.
brought up. Now they are, but they tried to get a picture submitted. I can't remember if they let that one through or not as evidence. I do think they showed a pattern of behavior of being able to show that Gabby constantly is still walking by Xennial's house before and after the RO. And I think that that's important.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just once or twice. It's been several times. Cape Coral PD has come out. They've encouraged the family to install cameras to get better evidence because there's question about footage and how many feet away is it if she's walking by with her dog, et cetera, et cetera. Meanwhile, Zenny was able to answer, I go out of my way to avoid her street, even though it would be easier. It would be a shorter route utilizing her road. I go out of my way to avoid her home. Always.
Yeah.
So I think those are some wins. I think.
And there's other ways Gabby can walk, and they have her literally on fucking camera walking right in front of her house.
I believe at least
Right in
8
front of her
times.
house.
I don't know how many of that's been after the RO versus before. Again, whoever was taking notes might be able to answer some of that. It was a lot to take
It'll
in when
probably
you're
be on
sitting there.
Kaylee's live later. It'll be on Kaylee's live.
Because I don't remember it all. It's
I
kind of
wish
like,
I
oh,
would've
wait a
brought
minute, I do
notes.
remember that. And this question was asked because it's a lot, and I
It
didn't want to
was.
sit there looking like a nut job with my notebook. So the other girl
I know,
was doing
and I'm
a
like,
great
God,
job for
I
us
gotta
all.
remember everything, and I'm like, there was just like so much I was having.
Whoever that boots on the
overload.
ground was doing an amazing job of taking notes. That's for sure.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, no, she was. And then like I was telling her what the therapist's name was, and it was like such a freaking tongue twister. She's like, I thought that's what you said, but I wasn't sure. She was trying to write it down. I'm like, this
That shit's
is crazy.
draining, man. It really is. It
But
really
she's
is.
the one that peeped when Gabby, I guess, like when she'd seen that I was sitting there. Like I seen her look at me and she was like that. And then like start talking to her lawyer after he was questioning Daniel, which he was such an ass to her. And Daniel did amazing. She did.
Yeah.
But,
They were kind of combative and went back and forth. The judge actually reprimanded him before
yes,
you got
multiple
there as
times.
well. No,
The
even before you got.
objected.
Yeah, he did it this morning too. He
Yeah.
said you were being argumentative. I think I told you that when we were talking or texting when you were coming in and I was leaving. So he had already been reprimanded even before lunch about becoming argumentative with the witness who was Zenny at the time.
Yeah, hold on. She only cried when the therapist claimed a CPI was locking her son in the room and not letting him out. That's the only time she shed a tear.
No, the clam slam didn't come up yet.
Yeah, and then
a lot of
when
other
she seen I
antics.
was there, she was like trying to get her attorney's attention. He was still kind of questioning Zenial, and then she's like, "That's Tiffany. Tiffany is right there." And it was right before the judge just said we are about to take a recess, literally. So we were already about to walk out. And she's like, "That's Tiffany." I'm like, I don't know. My blood sugar feels low. I need to go eat something. It was just fucking weird. I'm just like sitting there like this. I was sitting
It's
next
like it
to her.
occurred to her to put on a display at the last minute.
Yeah,
She did seemed, I mean, there was a couple of lines of questioning, especially when the ROs were brought up and
I
her
don't know,
walking
Crazy
by.
Cookie. I didn't hear them on Zoom. I didn't this time. The last time I
didn't-
heard them on Zoom myself, so I could say they were there. And I know they heard, but this time
Yeah.
I don't know for a fact they were on Zoom. I can't say that. I'm sorry. I wish I knew for sure, but I don't think they were. I think they're gonna wait until
I mean,
Ed
Gabby
moves
did
over
keep her composure. Otherwise, I will give her that. She whispered a lot at her attorney.
And on the mic, what a dumbass.
I heard a hot mic moment too, but I
Oh
couldn't
my
make
God.
out. And I
Did
think
you
it
hear
was when they were trying to add the map in, and
CPI?
she about her walking by Zenny's house. When that line of questioning was going on, she was kind of intently communicating with her attorney, and
Michael. Yes.
yeah. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna hop back down again. I think. That's
Okay. I'm
All
about to
right.
get off soon too.
All right. I'll talk to you later.
I will. But yeah, she's gonna put yes, I am. I'm gonna post on my YouTube. I'm not gonna take too long. I'm just gonna download it and repost it. Be done with it. I'm trying to see the questions and stuff. I'm sorry. I still gotta print out a lot of stuff. I'm trying to look up this fucking therapist because he pissed me off. The pew pew stuff. So Zenial's lawyer did use their witness, who is a Cape Coral cop, to clarify if that seemed to be a pew pew. That's what she had. Hey, crazy grandma. But he asked the cop that, Zenial's lawyer, which she clarified yes, seems to be. And he said, "You notice this little chamber or something?" And she said yes. And then because we all know the defense. We all heard the 911 call, but for some reason, I notified them already. Proud mama. Absolutely, I did. Of the therapist's claim of what the CPI was doing, absolutely, I notified them. 100%. There's no way in hell I was going to ignore that. But he asked the Cape cop if she could clarify if that seemed to be a pew pew, and she said it seems to be. And he said, "Now can you clarify if it's a BB or a pellet?" And she said, "It could be. They do make them look like that now. It's really hard to tell." And he said, "Well, you can't really clarify whether it's a pew pew or a BB." And she said, "No, I can't. It's not without physically seeing it." And then he kind of went off with that. And I think it's in my bio, Gigi. But I think he did that because later on with her 911 call of getting there and calling and saying she needed an officer to come out and verify it's a BB. That's bringing up the doubt that she could have swapped it out and it might not have been the same thing that was in the door. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think he was going with. So yeah, my YouTube is in my bio, but I'm gonna get off, you guys. I tried. If I think of anything else I need to talk about, I'll let you know, but I'm positive Kaylee is gonna have it on her live because her boots on the ground, I always sit with them. I like her a lot. She's really cool. But she kept notes like thorough notes, and it's gonna have it all. So anything I miss is probably gonna be in Kaylee's live. Just let you know. I wish I would have brought a fucking notepad. I should have, but I didn't. I'm sorry, but I'm sure it'll be over there. I believe she does have a stun gun. Yeah, I'll repost this on my YouTube. And wish me luck tomorrow. I'm gonna need my own luck. I got a lot of stuff to print out tonight, so I gotta get busy. But I'll talk to y'all later. Thank you all. Appreciate you. I hope you have a lovely night. And I'll tune in later and see if I missed anything or forgot. What the fuck is that? Sorry, I'm getting sent screenshots. Oh, okay. But yeah, and also once I verify more on this therapist and stuff, if I hear back, I need answers immediately. But good night, y'all. Y'all have a good one. How is what? I don't know. Because they're going to trial like dum-dums. And this old ass attorney that looks like you just blow and he's gonna just crumble away to ash. He's freaking ancient. Literally ancient as hell. And it's just, I think he just needs to go retire and have fun and enjoy his life without messing with this shit. That's what I feel like. But anyways, good night, y'all. Talk to you later. Bye.